Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is the writers. This usually is the writers' room, but for tonight, it's the writers' ring because right now we're going to be booking Raw and SmackDown post fantasy booked WrestleMania, which basically is half predictions if you pay enough attention. And from there, we'll just tear it up. So, as I am, of course, as always, Travis Schaefer and the basically owner of the Theryancrossproject, whatever. But today I have a very special guest with me. I have Ryan Payne, who is also a huge fan of mine, a huge WWE fan.
Yeah,
that did not, did not come out right the first time. I apologize.
Well, man, you're getting me involved in this. I might as well be a fan of yours.
Fair enough, but he's also a very big WWE fan, wrestling fan as I am. So we're just talking about this before, and we're just like spitballing ideas for different storylines that are already happening.
Oh, I should give people proof from why how big of a wrestling fan I was.
You don't have to.
Well, no, it's just well, to those if they want to know how big a fan of wrestling I am, a couple months ago, I and a few other friends of mine, we went on the Chris Jericho Rock and Ranger Part C, Wrestlemania C Part 2. And during our trip, we got a complimentary
little bit of the bubbly.
And it's proof here because this was for anyone who was a part, who had bought tickets and got their own rooms on the Rock and Razor Wrestling Razor at Sea. And it's not been so this is going to be for an occasion.
That's dope. Yeah. Let's see, but yeah, that's just where we start. So. You want to get started?
Yeah, let's do this, man. I mean,
all right.
We can have so many goddamn ideas going on right now.
We do. Okay, so here's the thing. So for the WrestleMania thing, like I said, I only have 5 based off of the matches I kind of assumed that were happening and what's going on for everything else.
Yeah.
So my 5 are The Fiend retires John Cena.
I dig
Roman beats Goldberg for the Universal title, which we all know is going to happen. Shayna Baszler wins the Raw Women's title. We already knew that was going to happen. Charlotte loses the NXT title match.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But she still goes to NXT to, make NXT better or whatever, prove herself that, it was a fluke victory and she's going to go on a tear. Well, we can get to that later if we want to do NXT. And Drew McIntyre wins the WWE Championship.
Okay. All 5 of those bullet points you brought up. Also, I know there are teasing. There is going to be an Orton versus Edge match at Mania.
Right.
And they're also teasing an AJ versus Taker match at Mania.
Right. Did you want to just jump to who wins those, or did you want to book those entirely? Because this is like a few weeks old for this stock.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, to me, it's clear it doesn't matter what happens after AJ and Taker because there's no fallout from that. Now, and same with Edge and Orton, because even though Edge is technically back, he's not going to have like a full-time schedule. He's mostly going to be part-time. So let's just say the Raw afterwards, we can book his reaction to winning or losing.
Yeah.
But I think the only thing I might disagree is having Becky win the Raw title and have it set up for a return of Ronda Rousey. But that's, yeah.
I mean, we can still book the return of Ronda Rousey and have it versus Rousey and have it be like, what they could have done with fucking Velasquez and Lesnar.
Yeah.
We could
look, I'm not trying to change your mind or so. It's just
no.
Like, I know. Oh, also, I'm not sure, but I know in Twitter, Alexa is constantly trying to get attention towards women's tag titles. So we can do a fancy book of have her and Nikki Cross either win or lose the title opportunity at WrestleMania. That way we can book how the women's tag division can go moving forward.
Right. All right. Forgive me if these two keep zooming in and out. I want to see which one looks better, but apparently this one looks better.
It's more clear. It didn't look as grainy as it was zoomed in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Camera in general. Yeah. I mean, I do have a webcam, but it requires a lot more power.
Yeah, I'll just go right there. Blink that for a second. Okay, so I put mine to HD because why not?
Hold on for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, and right now, in case you don't know, the Raw is happening at the moment.
Opening segment is Edge. He's doing a he's doing a promo. I'm pretty sure it's going to tease a match between him and Orton.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, so let's book this. Do you want to start with Raw? Do you want to start with SmackDown? Or do you want to start with NXT?
Well, since it's after WrestleMania, logically it would be Raw we would start with.
All right.
Because it would have to dictate the pace moving forward.
That's fair. Okay, so let's see. Raw. Now you're gonna have to help me out with the NXT roster because I don't have that on here. It's just Raw and SmackDown on my roster list. I'll fix that later.
I can pull it up. Right. Okay, I do. I mean, yeah, Takeover is one thing. So yeah, I'll just look up the NXT roster.
Yeah. So yeah, well, while you're doing that, it was funny because it was great. The ideas we had were great because what about Sami Zayn for the IC title? Well, he's probably gonna have
IG title.
IC title. Yeah,
I know Andrade. He's still US champion.
Yeah. We don't know anything about those, so let's just, for the sake of, let's call it redundancy, let's just leave them IC and US champ respectively, and just kind of leave that as the status quo. We can always change that and add into what we were doing earlier anyway.
I kind of want to keep Sami Zayn as IC champ.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So we have our champs, obviously. Here's a name. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. EC3 is still employed with WWE, yeah?
Yeah, but he is not heavily featured. I think he's fallen to like what Eric Young status. Like he's almost like a low card jobber.
Yeah. Let's fix that, shall we?
Yes. I mean, there has been Twitter photos of him with Jericho. So shit. If he's got a contract, we could see him on AEW.
That's true too. So I don't know if we want to do anything with him then.
Let's fix this. Yeah, let's get EC3 some much needed love.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Raw opens up, boom, 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 fireworks, whatever. Welcome to the Raw after WrestleMania. We are here at the Performance Center. Let's be honest, because I just saw an article saying that the WrestleMania is going to be at the Performance Center too. So yeah, that'll be a thing. Yeah, so you're watching the thing. That's fine. I can wait for a second.
I don't want the background to catch up. I don't know. He's still. Wait. Ooh. Edge just said he wants him and Orton in a last man standing match.
Yo, let's go.
Oh my
God.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I would love for them to like take this everywhere in the Performance Center so they have a chance to show off what the Performance Center looks like.
Actual promo work. Jesus.
Yeah. That'd be great. But yeah.
Okay. So, all right. I'm pulling up the NXT, but go for it.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So first thing happens. Boom, 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 boom. We're gonna say Edge beats Orton. Yeah. Or other way. Okay.
To be honest, Orton, win or lose, will still come out on top because of the way he is as a heel. So yes, let's do that. Edge wins.
Okay. So how do you want? And now it's going to sound like a really dumb question. Do you want him to have the cathartic win, the predicted win, or a goofy win?
Well, let's see.
I'll break those down. The cathartic win.
I know exactly what you mean. Because the goofy win would be circa Cena versus Batista, where Cena taped Batista's legs to a ring post to get that goofy win.
Right.
Or you have a certain setup with what? Sorry, they just had Becky Lynch pulled up on Raw in a big rig truck with her face on the side and the man on the hood.
Nice.
Okay, but let's get back to Edge. Okay.
Yeah.
To me, I think it should win to where Edge and Orton, let's say Edge spears Orton through a part of the stage, and then they're doing the 10 count, and then maybe we'll have Edge crawl out of it, and then like at the count of 7, Edge crawls from the stage. He's at the top of the ramp. Well, it's gonna be in the Performance Center. So
yeah,
Edge crawls out. Let's see, ref counts 1, 2, 3, 4. At 6, we see Edge start crawling out, and then maybe around at 8, he starts getting up. RKO out of nowhere from Randy Orton. Then another 10 count. Edge gets up, and then let's say Edge does a RKO on Orton on the stage, and then since they are on the stage, he power bombs him off, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I was gonna say the cathartic win would be he wins with a concerto, like 2 or 3 concertos. It'd be like, boom.
Okay.
You start because it's like they're like in the middle of the ring, or no, they're on the ramp. They're on the fucking ramp. You know, concerto number 1. Orton starts to move. He goes, boom, 2. Starts counting till like gets to 8. Still moving around. Really? 3rd concerto. 10.
Actually,
done.
How about before Edge picks him up, does the Randy Orton RKO on the chair, and then does another concerto, and then we get the 10 count. Or maybe he counts a full 5, he does a concerto shot, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, really trying to bring out this brutal side of Edge since in the build-up of the storyline, Orton did a concerto to Edge. He RKO'd Beth Phoenix, Edge's wife. So Edge would be wanting to kill Randy Orton in this situation.
Right. That's the 3 concertos.
Yeah. And just an added RKO for extra. So then we have Randy Orton off TV for a while. Then he comes back. So that way we save Randy Orton for the next 3 pay-per-views or 2.5. You know how they want to do it.
So yeah. All right, that'll work.
Edge wins.
Okay. Well, yeah, bar none, Edge wins. Done. He comes out, it's like, finally, it feels so good to get that monkey called Randy Orton off my back. You know. Let's see. I would love to, and just peek behind the curtain again, I would love at this point for someone like Rusev to come out.
Oh my God, we need to get Rusev. So no, actually,
but
I a little bit to the heavyweight title in my mind for Rusev.
I know, but I'm getting to that.
Okay, to do that.
Okay. But I was thinking for later on, because the person who interrupts Edge like halfway through his promo is EC3. Think about it. Raw after Mania, everyone's hype about Orton losing and getting demolished at Mania. Edge is standing. He's proud. He's loud and proud that he won, etc., etc. The crowd is loving him. Who comes out but a heel? He goes, okay, you were gone for how long? You know, I'm happy you won. He basically pulls a Jay-Z or whoever it was. It's like, listen,
Kanye,
I'm very happy for you, but I'm not going to let you finish. Because while you were gone, I'm happy for your success. I'm happy for you. But I haven't been used since I got here. I've been in the back doing nothing, chasing a
24/7 title.
No. I was going to say chasing a bullshit title for suckers. That's held by R-Truth. That's been held by R-Truth, Drake Maverick, fucking Mojo Rawley. Are you kidding me? Was he almost NXT champ or North American title champ, whatever?
He wasn't. He never earned an NXT title shot, but he was part of a 6-way ladder match for the first to be the inaugural North American champ.
It's like I was this close to getting what you would call up here the IC or US title. That means something, especially when there are only 2 titles in NXT.
Let's be honest. North American is on a higher tier than the US title. But keep going. Sorry.
It's the secondary title, not the world title. It's the secondary title.
I know. I'm going to stop interrupting you. Yeah, just keep going.
No. That's fine. It's fine. Clarification for those who don't know, that's fine. So
go ahead. All right. We're live. We're live. We're doing this. Let's keep going. All right. EC3's talking about he came close to being He came close to being North American champ.
And now I'm not on TV. I'm not on any of the pay-per-views. I'm not even on the pre-show. They're not even going to have me on the bump or on After the Bell. Nowhere am I featured in this show. I have been world champion everywhere I went. And yet I can't get so much as a sniff at one of the titles here, except for the one time in NXT. Who has it out? It's like, he's like, then Edge can be like, listen, I know what you're saying. I know what you're going. It's like, shh, and he just, EC3 just cuts him off. Shut up. This is not about you. You had your moment. I never got mine. You know, while you were out celebrating about your win at WrestleMania, you know where I was? I was at home. Because I was told not to show up for WrestleMania.
How about this? Like, instead of him being at home, how about he went to Connecticut. He went to Vince McMahon himself. I pleaded with Vince. I even went to Stephanie. I went to every McMahon I could find to ask for an opportunity. I pleaded. I would scrub floors. I would clean toilets just to get an opportunity, a match on Raw. Not a title shot, but a match. And you know what their answer was? Well, take it under advisement.
No, not even under advisement. We'll take it under consideration. Less than advisement.
Yeah.
It's like,
and then he continually builds and goes, it wasn't until like half when I was home I realized, like, it just came to me. I've always been going about this the wrong way. I thought when Dean Ambrose was on his way out, I could capitalize by being on top, and then the boos the crowd, the boos come in. I thought with Dean Ambrose walking out, that was an opportunity for me to make my name. But guess what? That just put me even further down the ladder. But you, a man who had to retire while on top with a broken neck, a man who came back to an uproarious applause at the Royal Rumble, an opportunity I never got or never even got a chance to qualify for. You seem like somebody where I can finally make a statement. And then we get Edge start talking, like, or no, Edge would contemplate it. Like, he'll just go, okay. He turns his back a bit, and then he goes, with his back turned to EC3, he says, you know, you make a lot of good points. Turns around. What was your name again? My name is EC Spear.
Oh, man. No. I wouldn't even say Spear. No. Here's the thing. I would not say Spear. I would say friggin' like Edge turns. I like what you were doing. Edge turns around. But it's like, I'm sorry, what was your name again? EC. He goes to hit him with the mic. He catches it. Decks Edge. Edge falls to the ground.
All right.
3. Throws the mic down and walks off.
All right. That does sound good. I mean, either way, we got Edge involved. I would say having Edge take the opportunity brings back to him being the ultimate opportunist. But it still doesn't mean that EC3's down in one count. It just means Edge hit the spear, but then on his way out, EC3 just sits back up and chases after Edge and starts attacking him, and those two get into a brawl. Or Edge just spears him to the ground and they're in a brawl to where he gets broken up. But having EC3 knock him out is also another good statement. Because then let's say later in the night, a Raw match is made, Edge versus EC3. Right. It could be either near the main event or it could be the third last match towards the main event.
I was gonna have that be next week's match, so it's just kind of set up like why this match is happening. Okay, have it be like the next week. So these little things.
Yeah, no, it still feels good, but it feels like for the April pay-per-view, it would have made sense to like have maybe EC3 instead of waiting. He just goes, "No, I was able to get 5 minutes out there. Give me another 5 minutes." And so it's like him and Edge in a match. Like he will be pleading, and then maybe we'll have someone go next week. Yeah. So EC3 has to wait.
Yeah. But okay, so it's like and every week EC3 doesn't have a match or a segment. He will interrupt somebody's at random, setting up a match either that night or the next week. Yeah. If you interrupt a match, it's the next week. If you interrupt a segment, it's that day.
Yeah. And we can give excuses to where Edge couldn't make it tonight, he had family issues, or maybe his plane was grounded. So finally, EC3 he knocks on the door. Like, there is no general manager, right?
Okay, no, you cut out there for a second.
I was hearing a bit of an echo on myself for a second. That's why I stopped.
That's fine. You said he knocks on the door.
No, I was about to say, is there a general manager? Because I don't think so on either Raw. No, there isn't.
There are no general managers. There's nothing like that. No.
Maybe should we establish a general manager, or
I would say we can use what we were starting to talk about off air and kind of incorporate that here, and then kind of go from there.
All right, no problem.
Because that is a very good.
Let's just say in the third week, EC3 once again does not get a match against Edge. He finally goes, you know what? I'm sick and tired of waiting. WrestleMania has gone by. Edge, he's an old man, and at this point, I either get a match against him or he's off playing tea party with his daughters, and then he makes a. Like 3 weeks into a Raw, like we're gonna feature that. But let's just say we'll show that for later.
Right.
That segment is done.
Okay.
And we'll have the commentators go, welcome to Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, and they'll do some highlights from WrestleMania.
I would have let's see. What roster was Charlotte on originally? Was that Raw?
No, Charlotte was Raw. She was Raw.
Okay. Then I would have Charlotte come back on. She would be the next one to come out and be like, okay, you know what? I had my shortcomings at WrestleMania. I can admit that. I'm a big enough woman to understand. I can admit that. So here's what I'm going to do. Everyone who, any woman in the back who feels like they can step up to me, feel free. Let's see. Who do I have on the Raw roster?
Let's see. I know Ruby Riott, Sarah Morgan, Liv Morgan. No, Sarah Logan.
No. You know who hasn't returned yet? Nia Jax.
That's right. She's been out for a while. Tamina had a slight comeback, but let's just say, let's push her to the side. Yeah. I mean, maybe we can have Tamina return and have Charlotte do kind of like a squash. No, but then that defeats the purpose of her losing to.
Right. So
maybe we can have whoever. Oh no, go ahead.
Then I was gonna say Nia. It's like. It's silent for a couple minutes. It's like, oh, come on. There's got to be someone. I mean, most of you girls are back there just waiting for your opportunity, right? You're waiting for someone to give you an opportunity. Then you hear Nia's thing, because the first line of Nia's music is, I'm not like most girls. I'm like, and then the whole crowd would just go, boom. Because it's like there was a setup to it, and then there was Nia's like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. She comes down. And so I can just hear Michael Cole now go, oh my!
Well, I don't think Cole's on Raw. It's Tom Phillips, Lawler, and Byron Saxton.
Still, I can still hear one of them going, oh my! I think it was even like
actually it would be Tom. It was Tom Phillips. Yeah, he kind of does it better because it's oh my.
It's just Nia walks down. It's like, oh, you want to go? The bell doesn't even, mind you, ring. They're just brawling. They're just throwing haymakers.
Okay.
Like left, right, center. I mean, and Nia would just take one, take two, take three. Boof! Like a shot out of a gun. Just drops Charlotte. Charlotte starts to back up like, okay, I can see your match. She's like, okay, I can see your match. Well, let's shake hands. Let's be friends. Kind of like extending that olive branch. Yeah. Nia's like, okay. She takes her hand, puts her in a Samoan drop, drops her, and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Ooh. Okay. That sounds like a good one. Yeah, because I like that idea because a couple of weeks ago, like actually at the end of the year, our buddy James, James was doing like a little podcast on like the top 5 best and worst things of wrestling. One of my worst things I put on my list was Charlotte Flair's booking, because with Charlotte Flair, she's already been booked to be a multi-time women's champion. Almost like she's like 7 titles away from breaking her dad's record. Yeah. To me, I want to give her like what John Cena had in 2012, a terrible season.
Yeah.
To humble her, or at least build character from her.
And that's the thing. Because think about it, there's a parallel here we could draw. After Cena lost to Rock at WrestleMania 28, who comes back that next Raw?
Yes.
Brock. And F5s him and leaves him laying in a heap. That's Nia's Brock moment right there.
That could work, yeah. Because to me, last year, like here, I'm gonna briefly tell them. Last year, I thought Charlotte Flair and the Trish Stratus match that could have been built. That could have been booked much better to where Charlotte going into SummerSlam could have almost like fell into this little like desperation attitude to where she's a Flair, you know, and she's failing expectations. She's failing to be who she wants to be. So she's gonna challenge anybody out there to where, you know, she challenges Trish. And yeah, she beats Trish, but I would have had the rest of the year be like Charlotte still trying to prove herself. So then maybe if she did win a Royal Rumble, this is her going, I have now done everything my father has done. I'm a multi-time champ. I'm a Royal Rumble winner. I am the best of my division. So her losing to oh my God, Rhea Ripley.
Oh
no. We're booking WrestleMania that she loses.
Right. Sorry, my bad. I thought you were talking about just now.
No, sorry. But I'm just saying, yeah, after her loss to Rhea Ripley, she's now back on the bottom again.
Right.
Because, let's just say, she was part of the first ever women's main event at WrestleMania.
Yep.
She got to once again be a part of WrestleMania for using the Royal Rumble opportunity and losing it compared to her dad, because her dad won the Royal Rumble and became champion.
With a tear in my eye.
Yes. And so with that, Charlotte could be going finally out, and then let's say after she gets beaten, she's going to the back of who's ever in charge of the interview segment. They talk to her and she goes, Charlotte, after this attack from Nia Jax, how are your loss to Rhea Ripley? How's that?
I would not call it an attack. I would say it's a crushing defeat because remember, Nia got the 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's right. I didn't do that. Right.
And the loss at WrestleMania. How are you feeling? I would have that be not Charlie. I don't think Charlie Caruso's there anymore, is she?
No, that's Kelly who left.
Oh, okay. So maybe her then. Charlie is the name.
Charlie.
Yeah.
That's her speaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie. Okay. Yeah. I would have her. Yeah. Go up to Charlotte and recap.
No.
What just happened, and then talk about Rhea Ripley, and then just go after this whole road you've been on. How do you feel you're going to move forward? And then Charlotte just goes. Maybe she doesn't think anything. She just looks very disheveled, and then just looks at Charlie, and then just walks away.
And to add to this, I would say she's in the trainer's room just getting like everything checked out in case she landed on her hip wrong or back, whatever, just making sure everything's fine.
Yeah.
And then Charlie just at the worst time when she's getting checked out after getting flattened by Nia Jax. And she's just looking at her like, and she gets up and walks away. And everyone's just like, oh.
And if we did have to have her speak, maybe she can just go, like, have her, like, taking everything and just say, this is not how it was supposed to be. This is not how a Flair ends. This is not how a Flair is after. This is not how a Flair is supposed to be. I am supposed to be the woman, the queen. I'm supposed to be the queen. And then maybe she just can't finish her own train of thought. She just says, I'm supposed to be the queen, and she starts walking off. I'm supposed to be. And she gets so frustrated, she just walks off. She doesn't even finish the queen. She's like, I'm supposed to. And she just walks off. Yeah. It's like, whoa. And everyone's like, I don't think we've seen her this distraught over 2 losses. Like, because we can say not even after last year's WrestleMania with Becky winning was she that distraught.
Right. And it's like we can have like a couple moments on the commentators like, listen, it's like, have you ever seen Becky? I haven't. Not Becky. Have you ever seen Charlotte? Yeah. Sorry, Freudian slip. Sorry.
Don't worry. I'm gonna be doing that later on anyway. So go ahead.
It's like, have you ever seen this distraught? It's like, I haven't seen King. It's like, don't look at me. I'm staying out of this one. It's like, I know her dad. Even her dad had her moments like this, but that was just another level. That I've not seen a Flair. Period. Do that.
And from that point, we can start to where Charlotte is going to have a losing season.
Right.
This way, it humbles her to win. Like, she doesn't even win. In my mind, I would book to where she doesn't even win a championship, not even until the end of the year. Like, she gets a title next year. That way, that moment will be built even better to where her speech, either heel or face, will be that better.
Right. It's like there was a thing where, what was it? She never, what's it called? She never lost on a pay-per-view.
That's right. When she came after call from NXT.
Right.
Like when she won the Divas title, every pay-per-view she was undefeated until Bayley beat her.
But even when she did win the title that night, it was either Sasha or Charlotte had the problem of they couldn't defend it.
That was Sasha. That was Sasha.
My bad.
Like she would win it on a Raw, but then she would lose it at pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, she couldn't keep it when it counted. Gotcha. Okay.
I mean that's Okay, I know about new. I know you. Do you know the news? The Disney rumors that Sasha Banks was casted to be part of the Mandalorian for season 2.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say I don't know when shooting's gonna be.
I think it's already wrapped.
Okay, let's just all right. If it's wrapped, it's official on that. But let's just say she's already done her wrap scheduling and she is back. I in my mind, she's booked in a triple threat match at WrestleMania against Bayley and let's say let's just for the hell at Naomi. Sasha ends up winning by pinning Naomi, but that's gonna be for a SmackDown later. So I have that in mind.
And that's what was it? And that's WrestleMania next year, or is that a next pay-per-view?
This WrestleMania.
Oh, this WrestleMania. Okay.
Yeah. But that's going to be on our SmackDown afterward. But we're still like 2 segments in on Raw. So, okay, at that segment, we'll do a match. Let's say, let's do it make it a short match. Let's say a team match. The Viking Raiders versus.
Hang on. Why don't we have the Viking Raiders versus the OC?
I was trying to think of another tag team on Raw. How about it just be the Viking Raiders versus a forced tag team? Like it's gonna be Eric Rowan and Mojo Rawley versus the Viking Raiders. Like those two, like Eric Rowan and Mojo Rawley. What? Hold on.
With Gronk being signed, air quotes so far, and going to SmackDown, and I just saw Mojo on SmackDown. Does that mean Mojo's on SmackDown with Gronk?
No, I believe he's still on Raw. Honestly, I mean, his last segment on Raw, he was 24/7 champ before he lost it.
Okay.
I mean, if he's on SmackDown, I'm not following it that much, but for right now, like I just want to do a simple, quick 5-6 minute match to get the Viking Raiders moving. So,
so why don't we start with Viking Raiders versus Riders and Hawkins? I mean, I
don't want to keep these guys getting squashed.
No. But here's the thing. I'm going to make a storyline out of the division of them because what I had before they came back together, I wanted to see Ryder on the upswing and then
Hawkins on a downswing.
Yeah. And then they would have met in the middle for a match and be like, Ryder's like, I'm not going to do this. No. And that's when Kurt would be like, don't you dare patronize me. Don't you dare walk out on this match just to give me a cheap win. Ryder just smiles. All right. They have a match. Ryder wins. And then they're talking backstage. But that would have been how I would have booked them coming back together and then the whole thing on that. But this way, we can have them like continue a losing streak and be like, we keep losing. It's like, well, maybe it's your fault. Maybe it's you. It's like, you know whose fault it is? Yeah. They both say, your fault. Really? And then they can go do their own things. Ryder can whittle on the mid card, maybe sniff the.
I think Ryder has upper mid card potential. Problem is that the way he's just not booked. I want to see him and I want to book Ryder and Hawkins on another potential opportunity for a tag team title shot, which is why I thought of just having
Okay, what about
two single competitors like Raw? It can just be put together because the Viking Raiders came off of, let's say, a loss against the OC at WrestleMania. So the Viking Raiders, they do this little mini picture promo to where the OC got the best of us. But tonight, after WrestleMania is over, it's a new start. The raid continues. The raid continues anew, and then it cuts to the Viking Raiders, doing their war. And then on the other corner, you see Rowan and Rawley. Rawley's all tongue. Rowan, go on the outside. I got this. I'm going to start this. He starts off against Ivar. Gets his ass kicked. Tags in Rowan, and then Eric gets tagged in. Rowan and Eric have themselves a bit of a back and forth because they're two mammoth men. Yeah. And then later on, and then at least it's some double team back and forth. Like I said, it's going to be a quick match to where Rowan gets knocked out, but Mojo tags himself in blind tag, and then he gets all too antsy. Ivar does his shit. Eric does his shit. Viking experience. 1, 2, 3. Viking Raiders win.
Damn. That works. Works.
I mean, I don't want to create I want a lot of stories built too, but this is just one night, so I want to create some stories for later.
Right. Yeah, and this is just the first night. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah. But are we in agreement with this, or do we want to do with
that's fine.
Okay.
The only other team I thought of was No Way Jose and R-Truth being a tag team. You said thrown together, so I was like,
that might be fun. That could be like a little fun thing we do, because with the Street Profits, let's just say Street Profits are still tag champs.
Yeah.
Let's just say they want to have fun, but let's say Truth, he does a promo to where he's sick and tired, like he feel like
he's tired of being the butt of the
title,
taken seriously, so he teams up with someone who's also being taken as a joke. No Way Jose, and then they become a tag team, and they start getting steam, and then they get into. Then it comes down to Hawkins and Ryder, and then these two, and then they have to fight.
But here's the funny thing: R-Truth can still say he's tired of being the joke, but he'll still be the butt of the joke.
Oh yeah.
So that way, he still sticks with his gimmick. But then he and Jose team up because Jose. How about having instead of being in the ring, he's just backstage to where R-Truth is just like he's hiding out, trying to find whoever's 24/7 champ, and then he hears the conga line going, and then he just starts dancing, and then Jose's just like, "Man, what are you doing?" He just said, and then R-Truth bug eye like this, just like, "Hey, I'm tired of not being taken seriously, man. Are you tired of not being taken seriously?" And Jose just goes, "Well, yeah, I mean, I love being I love the party that keeps going, but it would feel good to have a win every now and then." Like, yeah, we always want to have a win. But then it turns out R-Truth's talking to someone in the conga line, but then he just goes, "But you will work out too." And then if you see next week, these two are in a tag match against maybe some enhancement talent, or once again maybe it could be Riddick Moss, 24/7 champ, and someone else.
Let's see who else we have here. That's Job-ish.
Yeah, because you have the Raw roster already picked.
Yeah, I have the Raw roster up in front of me here.
Oh wait, we have Eric Young's not being used. Maybe it could be Riddick Moss and Eric Young. So next week it could be the newly formed team of No Way Jose and R-Truth versus Eric Young and Riddick Moss.
There you go.
So we got something good for next week.
But here's the thing, though. If Riddick Moss is the 24/7 champ, is he not?
Currently, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Maybe we can
want to lose that.
Maybe. Well, so far with Raw. Oh wait, hold on. I'm getting a lag.
No, it's fine. You're good. You're good. It's fine.
I thought I heard an echo.
No, you're good, dude. You're good.
I think we can do with Jose and R-Truth as a team. They go in a team match with Moss still as 24/7 champ. But the way Moss has been using his title, he's been foregoing the chase around the stadium. He's actually been doing one-on-one matches for that title.
Okay.
So I was gonna say next, probably in our team match, when the match is over, Truth looks at Moss in the ring and he's kind of tempted to pin him.
No. I wouldn't even say that. What I would say was if Riddick Moss is about to get pinned by, say, No Way Jose, Truth would pull him off and cover Riddick Moss and be like, "No, this is my title. My title's like, what are you talking about?" Truth gets the win anyway and becomes new 24/7 champ. And then he bolts.
Oh. And then maybe we can book a storyline to where Jose keeps looking for him. It would sort of be like Jose supports Carmella, but instead of trying to pin Truth, he's just like, "No, Truth, look, we can be a tag. Instead of you being 24/7 champ, we can be Raw tag team champs." And it takes Truth a while to come around to it until in a rare situation they encounter the Street Profits to where it's kind of like not a stare down, but it's let's see. Wait, hold on. Dawkins is the big dude. Montez Ford and Truth are just, man. But wait, we're going too far. But I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna write that down in the back pocket. So
yeah, go for it. Go for it. That's great.
Future storyline.
Because what I would love to see is like just to get that rivalry started, I would love to have Truth be the 24/7 champ, and then Montez Ford and Dawkins are just they're messing with him, like they're messing with Truth when like no way's in a singles match.
Yes,
it's like Dawkins is on all fours. Ford just pushes him over. Dawkins pins him, and Dawkins becomes the 24/7 champ, which gets friggin' R-Truth just all kinds of mad. He's like, "What? Come on, that's not fair." And then he chases after him and leaves No Way pretty much in the dust. Not in the dust, but it's a singles match, but he's no longer in his corner because he wants to go chase the 24/7 title.
Yes, and maybe like the end storylines happen. Jose trying to form this team, but R-Truth still with his obsession over the 24/7 title. To maybe the end conclusion could be to where a Raw Tag Team Championship has been booked. Street Profits versus No Way Jose and R-Truth, which I'm pretty sure they might have a team name in the future, like No Way Truth.
No Truth Way.
No, that's good. No Way Truth, because
No Truth Way.
The truth.
No Truth Way.
I don't know. No Way Truth sounds good because then you can have so many truths. I mean, it's R-Truth. He can make it work.
Yeah, but, now I'm thinking about it. Yours does sound better. Yours does sound better. No Way Truth.
Because I know maybe it could just be like a refs coming like, oh yeah, was it?
No, I was about to say it's like that would be funny. It's like how it's like, okay, dog, we're gonna be a tag team, but what's our name gonna be? He goes, what do you mean? Yeah, I mean you got the Vikings, you got the Prophets, you got whatever they're doing, and the camera just pans over to friggin' you got the OC, and like I said, you got whatever they're doing, and the camera pans over to fucking like Rollins and Murphy going, why are you bringing us into this? They're just on the other end of the hall. It's like, we need a name. He goes, okay, we'll think of something. Then someone like from behind them goes, No Way Truth. It's like, you hear that? I heard the voice of an angel, man. They said our name gonna be No Way Truth. It's like, no, that was just whoever like this guy would be. It's like, that was him. He was wanting to get our attention.
And then turn around, it was just a ref.
No, not even ref. It was like, remember when Shawn Michaels went on like that super kick, like length? It's like,
yes,
kick Stan. We need another Stan. It's like, no, that was Bill. Bill.
Or we can do a tie back to R-Truth with just like, that was Jimmy. Wait,
Jimmy. Jimmy? It's like, little Jimmy done grown up. How you doing, little Jimmy? It's like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
And then he could say, my name is
Bill. Put in all of this for later because this is great.
I put that down. R-Truth and No Way as a tag team future storyline.
Yeah.
Okay, so Raiders and Rollins. Raiders win their match.
Right.
We want to do another. We should probably. We haven't booked this other. Okay, Starlet has a squash match. Raiders win their squash match. Rollins
competitive match. We need
to do a segment with Rollins.
Right. I was actually going to say before we go any deeper into this, we should have McIntyre come out and address the universe because he's now the new WWE champion.
Yeah, because we're still in the
right. So it's like I'm not going to do the accent because that would be horrible. But there's one thing I want to address though, which is a small elephant in the room, which is what's it called? They had a casting call for like a games master who was going to be like his mentor. Do you want to keep that or no?
This is the first I'm hearing this, honestly.
Yeah, it was a casting call they put out in like Scotland or whatever.
No, I don't. Because no, that would undercut McIntyre in general. Because
right.
Because here's the thing with our promo, we can have McIntyre talk about since he showed up on Raw.
Right.
He has been either paired with somebody or he's always been following somebody.
Right.
So him being champion is proof that he doesn't need to follow somebody in order to be on top.
Right. It's like what the last you saw of me before I came back. I'm doing the accent again. The last you saw of me before I came back, I was a part of 3MB.
He was also on NXT, but no, it works.
That's works. Before he went to NXT though. Before he went off, that's when he went off on his own and did his own thing. The last I saw of him was
3MB.
Yeah, before he came back to NXT, he was part of 3MB. Now I'm happy for Jinder's success, which should. I'm hoping Jinder is here. Yes, Jinder's on Raw.
Yeah, he's on Raw. Okay.
So it's like, and I want to say, this is a well-earned title. I fought hard through however many other superstars, 15, 30 other superstars, including the Beast himself, who I actually went ahead and took this off of, so whatever.
Well, let's say he beats Brock Lesnar with 3 Claymore kicks.
I would say...
Or 2.
I would say 2 Future Shock DDTs.
Okay.
And...
No, actually, 1 Claymore kick because it would sell because it would not only sell his size, but it would sell the move.
Right. But again, Brock is the Beast. And it's like you can have Rollins do 1 curb stomp and knock someone else out, but Brock is that next level dude.
And also the size of McIntyre himself, too. He's a very tall dude. So, 1 Claymore kick should be enough.
Well... 1 for regular people. I would say 2. I would stick with 2.
Okay, yeah.
2
he does 1 Claymore kick early, midway in the match.
Yeah, no Future Shock DDTs. He does 1 at the very beginning of the match to try and get that quick win to see if he can catch him off guard. Nothing doing. Kicks out. They brawl. He takes.
I actually like your idea of 2 Future Shock DDTs. He could do that. He
out of nowhere. It's a Turner move.
Yeah. Let's say we're in the last legs of their match. Brock goes for maybe a third F5. Drew reverses it into a Future Shock DDT.
That works.
And then they're down for a while for a certain count. The audience is throwing 1, 2, and then at the count of 6 he gets up. Right. And then with Brock, and then Drew once again does another Future Shock DDT.
But on this last one, this is towards the end of the match. So it's like what happens is Drew gets up first, runs over the corner. All you hear is 3, 2, 1. Done.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
because to be honest, we do need to maintain Brock Lesnar's his monster status. So and I still want to have the future. I still want to have that Claymore because one thing I hated with Brock Lesnar, I mean he's a beast and all, but with certain finishing moves, how it would knock out, it would take care of course, normal competitors. But then the Brock, it's nothing. But 1 F5 from him ends all of it. But it may work on maybe medium opponents like Seth or Sami Zayn. But when you put him against Samoa Joe or Braun Strowman, 1 F5 shouldn't do it.
Yeah, no. 2 or 3. 2 for someone like Samoa Joe, 3 for someone like Braun.
Yes. Okay. All right. So McIntyre, he comes out for his promo. He's celebrating. He's talking about his past.
Right. So it's like, I'm so happy for all this stuff, and then you hear Jinder's music. And while Jinder's coming down the ring, before he even says anything, I just want to have Drew go, can someone finish a promo tonight? Is that so much? Is that so hard to ask? Is that can someone finish a thought here? Just kind of acknowledging what's going on tonight. And Jinder comes down. He goes, yes, you are all welcome in the presence of the modern day Maharaja. He's getting back on that. He's no longer that guy he was. It was a joke. But since you and I were cut from the same cloth, we were both part of 3MB, but we both ditched that moron Heath Slater. I'm a one-man band. It's like, oh my god. No, I'm kidding. That's later though. That's later.
That would be funny. Wait, is Titus O'Neil still an active competitor?
I don't think so. I think he does more charity work or anything. Why?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't know if he's still on the roster, so because if he was on SmackDown, I had this idea, but let's just keep moving forward.
Yeah. So it's like, like I said, we both broke off from 3MB and we both won that title. But there's only one way to know who's the real winner, who's the best of us.
Yeah. It's like, who benefited more? Yeah.
Right. And I would just have Drew look at the title, look at Jinder, look him up and down, goes, well, I clearly am. I beat Lesnar. You got beat by who? Oh, yeah, AJ Styles, because you couldn't keep your eye on the ball. Just kind of have him go, oh.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Singh brothers with him anymore, so yeah, it works. Yeah. It's just him by himself.
Yeah. He'd be like, in a past life, I would have let that go. What about, and Drew just picks up the mic, and what about this life? Well, we were friends, but I really don't like you now. He goes to take a punch. Again, blocked, hits with the mic. He's staggering back.
Oh, no. How about Drew does the Glasgow kiss? Like, he blocks it.
Yeah, that works too. He blocks it. Dunk. While Mahal's staggered back, Drew backs up. Claymore kick. Done.
Yeah.
He picks up
not just that. Not just the Claymore kick, but he does the countdown because he got that shit over.
Yeah. Boom. I mean, just that's inferred. That's
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Some people I know are not a fan of him doing that countdown. I'm like, no, he got that shit over.
Yeah.
He needs to do that.
Yeah. As soon as he gets up, on his way to stand up, he picks up a mic. Well, I'm the one standing, so I guess I benefited. Bye. He just kind of drops the mic. It's like,
and then the commentators can do their talk, Like Jerry can be all healing. It's like, that was unprofessional of a WWE champion to attack a defenseless man. You do realize Ginger tried to attack Mike McIntyre with the microphone. Yeah.
Right.
And he was still defenseless when the microphone was taken away.
That works. That works too well. It's like, man, it's like, what do you want? It's like, King. I would just like to have Byron get one good one on King. It's like, King, what planet do you live on? This one.
Right.
But
that's
yeah,
really
so that was Drew's promo.
Mm-hmm. And then they need to tease a main event match tonight. Let's say the main event match for Raw is going to be Rollins, Murphy versus.
Oh, wait. You know who we haven't seen yet on the show? Baszler.
That's right.
Baszler, so confident, swaggers out with her new Raw Women's Championship. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. Okay. I went ahead and I took this from the man. Now there's a new man in town. So if anyone wants to come try and get some, by all means. Then we would have...
Okay, I'm going to let you book that angle. This is the one where I think we're split on here. I'm going to book my own idea, but you go right ahead. Yeah.
No, I have nothing because the one that would have made sense is the one who got squashed earlier. So by all means.
Well, I mean, like you just said, you booked Baszler to win the women's title. In my mind, I'm booking Becky because it's not just the fact I don't want Baszler to win, but to me, they've already kiboshed Baszler because she should have won the Royal Rumble. That way, if she had, but okay, but let's just, okay, I'll have two ideas. Let's build off of Baszler winning the title. She comes out, does her promo, and then she just goes, unlike Becky was able to hold this for a year, I'm going to do better.
It's like, wow. That's like, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to add to that. It's like, while Becky was able to hold on to this for a year, while barely defending it, every week I challenge someone to see if they can take it from me.
That would burn through a lot of the women's roster.
It would, but then you could also have the opportunity, because this could be a call-up for someone. And the one I have in mind, because she had a great showing at the Rumble.
Ooh, really?
Bianca Belair.
That is a good option.
Pops up. It's like, oh no! It's like everyone's like, Bianca Belair is here. The EST of NXT is on Monday Night Raw.
Wait, are they?
So that works, kinda.
I do like that. I do like that. I do like a call up. Honestly, I do appreciate that. And to be honest, Bianca, she doesn't need the NXT title because she's kind of surpassed it in a way.
Right. That's why she's called up without getting the title. So
okay. So So with your plan, with your idea of the future booking, we have Shayna beating Becky, having an open challenge to defend it every week on Raw or whenever she's on Raw.
Not every week, but at least twice.
Whenever Shayna's on Raw, yeah,
like 2 Raws a month, maybe.
Yeah, 2 Raws a month. Yeah, that would work. Okay, now I'm definitely putting a note of your. Yeah, you know what? I might actually prefer that because with me with Becky, what I was going to do with Becky was that she wins, but by barely winning. Like she doesn't even win by submission. She wins by pinning Shayna.
Right.
And then, of course, Becky comes out. She's got that swagger that she's been building, and she goes, you know what? And then it turns, and then she, she's all confident. She's just like, yeah, I told you, I said it again, and I did it. I mean, I told everybody going into WrestleMania, like last year. Wait, here it goes. Last year, I was only a woman who had her back against the wall, going to main event WrestleMania with 2 championships on the line. This past WrestleMania, I was Raw champion, going up against a killer, going up against who in my mind, the most dangerous woman on the face of the earth. And just like last year, I came out with I walked in and just like last year, I walked out as champion. Like I know Becky, she'll be able to do so. She'll be able to cut some fire in there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. She's pretty much says, just like last year, I was able to not only make history, but I was able to repeat it. I proved that I don't need to be the daughter of some legend in this business. I don't need to be a hand-picked favorite from the boss or from the CEO. I became who I am because I said no. Because I refuse to back down. I refuse to take a knee. I refuse to not eat shit, but I refuse to be who they wanted me to be.
To be nothing less than myself.
Yes, I refuse to be nothing less than myself. And anything lesser than that was unacceptable. And look at me. Last year I was Becky 2 belts. This year I am the longest reigning Raw Women's Champion. And you know what? Maybe it's time to bring back Becky 2 belts. And just before she can continue, then she gets interrupted by Shayna Baszler coming out. Shayna comes out. She says, Becky, we had one hell of a match at WrestleMania. And I'll admit, you definitely, just like last year with my friend Rhonda, you got an upset on me. But that doesn't mean you beat me. No, like, just because you pinned me doesn't mean you beat me.
Oh,
you have forced your opponents to submit. You didn't make me submit. Oh. And maybe from here we can tease a submission match between her and Shayna at the next review to where Shayna wins. Setting up where Becky, no matter if Becky gets another opportunity against Shayna, she will accept nothing less than submitting her. No pinning attempts. Oh. If we can do submission matches, a last man standing match, a last woman standing match, or an I Quit match. Those could be the 3 gimmick matches, because
I would say submission out of any of those.
Yeah, it makes a lot
that
more
just fits better with the story that we're trying to tell.
It does fit much better. But yeah. But even then, still, let's see. Shayna wants another shot at Becky, but then guess what? Shayna's walking down that ring, and she just says, look, I've beaten every woman in that back in the Elimination Chamber. I ran through all of them. There is nobody back there tough enough, strong enough, and faster than me. And just like in NXT, I'm on my own against the wall. And then comes Bianca Belair coming out from the back with the music blaring. And then she says, did somebody say stronger, faster, better? Cena, you tend to forget. You may be stronger, but I am the strongest. I am the fastest. I am the best. I am the EST of NXT, and now the EST of Monday Night Raw.
I'm getting tingles.
And from there, Becky just goes, well, a new competitor, a new challenger here. Well, Shayna, looks like you're going to have to step in the back like every other woman now, because somebody better is here. And this could tease to where Shayna is now even more pissed off. She's even more ruthless. Yeah. And then it could be to where these two are, all 3 of them are going to have a stare off. Like Bianca on top of the ramp, Shayna right at the base of the ramp, and Becky in the ring. And then maybe somebody, I was going to say, no. This is a good part to close it, because I'm going to say somebody attacks them. Yeah. This is a good part to close it off.
I was actually going to have, if we're not going to do the open challenge thing, I would like to have, I'd like to have someone get the jobber or whatever the
jumper.
Yeah, no, the jobber entrance where it's like they enter like during the commercial break, and like you just come on. Oh, so we're already set for a match.
Oh, yeah. Shayna, she'll have a match. Let's say Bianca's doing her thing. Shayna just goes, look, Becky, if I have to wait in the back, fine, but that doesn't mean I'm going to wait for long. And Bianca, I will deal with you later. Or how about this, Bianca? How about this? Since I'm already here, Becky, you don't look like you're ready for a fight since you're barely defended. How about, Bianca, me and you show all the women in the back why NXT is the superior brand. And then Bianca can just go, honey, look, I just signed my contract and I'm not scheduled to fight. Maybe somebody in the back can challenge you. But until then, the EST only has eyes for the Raw Women's Champion. And then somebody's music can play off, and then commercial break. We come back, and let's say we'll have Natalya or Sarah Logan in the ring for their jobber entrance.
Yeah, that works. If anything, I was gonna have it be Liv Morgan so she can get fucking destroyed.
I'm kind of following Liv Morgan. I mean, look, yeah, she's not that. It's unfortunate. She's really not that talented, gifted in the ring yet.
The Emelina treatment, and then even that got scrapped.
True, but even then, she still gets some fanfare from the crowd, which is
So did Emelina and Emma, and then that went.
Well, it's because Tennille, she's very charismatic. She doesn't need to do some dead-eyed stare. She can have shades on and just have a smirk from her. She can just do a smirk, and she can ooze more charisma that way. With Liv, they had to do all that with her because the whole riot girl with the blue tongue, that was the only fortunate thing she can get out of it.
Yeah.
I think something can be done with Liv Morgan, but it's going to be put on the back burner for now. But we pitched both of our ideas. Do you want to do like an amalgamation of the two, or
like I said, it's like, I would have had. I still like your idea for the end of the night,
but I also like the idea of,
but have that be the last shot where all 3 of them are just kind of staring each other down. But the only difference is, I would still give someone the jobber entrance, like a Natalya, and then it's like, well, let's see who her opponent is. And then it's then it's Bianca Belair. She comes in and then has her debut. beats Natalya clean,
Okay.
and then she can say her promo, like I proved earlier, after beating a former women's champ in her own right. I'm faster, I'm stronger, and I'm better than you, Shayna. So then it's because that way we have, a proof we just saw that, that thing, that we get a match out of it. So,
all right. Man, wait, do we have live comments happening or it's just us? Because I'm just
no, we have like live comments, but no one's watching at the moment.
Well, hopefully when people do comment on the video, they'll give some good ideas. I mean, I'm not trying to do the whole which one's better thing, but
yeah, I just figured it's like we call it a happy medium. That way we get Bianca.
Exactly, yeah. That's why I loved your idea of Bianca. Yeah, sorry, we're talking at the same time.
But that's why I liked my idea, because we get to see Bianca's debut match on Raw, and then we have that awesome last shot of Becky in the ring, Shayna on the ramp, if not ringside, and then Bianca on the ramp, not on the ramp, but like on the stage by the entrance.
Yeah.
And then that's the last shot. We just see like all three of them just kind of. So this is happening now.
Okay, so that is a good one. Wait, is this oh no, they're just playing old clips of Monday. Looks like Raw is just a little rerun. Okay,
it's Stone Cold Day.
Yeah,
that's probably why they're showing a bunch of old clips.
Oh, they're replaying the Royal Rumble. I've not even looked.
Oh damn!
Wow,
that's bad. Yeah.
Screw it. Okay, all right. You know what? I'm putting both of our ideas down because they are solid ideas, honestly.
Yes.
The only reason why, because I have an extreme bias towards Becky, and so this is probably me trying to still protect her. But ultimately, I do love the idea of Shayna beating Becky. I just feel that with Becky still having that championship run, having her lose to Shayna this is still my bias. I'm still trying to give Becky more time. She's had so much time as it is.
but here's the thing, though. I only said that Shayna would win, A, because it's a good time to do it, and B, Becky's gonna take some time off.
True.
So
yes, it does. Yeah, I guess because since we're just fantasy booking, I'm all in my fantasy world.
That's fine. I don't mind.
But I like both of the ideas.
For a while, that's fine.
I like both the ideas. Becky has had her great length with the Raw Women's title, so it does make a lot of sense in your story to where Shayna has it and to where someone new can come up.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, even with Bianca coming up, we should probably have a Raw superstar at least still challenge Shayna, not at the pay-per-view, but sometime before the pay-per-view.
Oh, I just had an idea. If we're gonna go with Shayna being champ, why don't we have? No, we've already had Nia though. I was gonna say if this was a bit earlier in the night, we could have had Shayna come down, brag about being champ, whatever. Bianca pops in, goes, "Hey, I can take you." She goes, no. Let's put that test. Let's test that because I figured you'd show up. So here's your opponent. Then it would be Nia Jax. But then you'd be giving Nia Jax a loss on her return, so
Maybe that's why we can take Tamina, because she's not that graceful in the ring. It can still be a squash.
You talking about Tamina beating Tamina? Not Tamina, Charlotte? Or are you talking about Tamina?
No. I mean, Nia will still squash Charlotte, but with Shayna or Bianca, let's just say
Bianca versus Tamina.
Yeah.
Okay,
that way Bianca can show off her speed. Bianca can show off that agility. And then at the same time, Tamina can maybe get like 5 or 6 moves in. No, 4 or 5 moves in. But Bianca's showing that she is the EST. She can get her KOD or her spear. Or hell, because since Tamina is already like covered, she's covered head to toe, Bianca can whip her with her hair.
Yeah, that works too. That works too. So
I put both of our ideas down, but the storyline, but the ultimate storyline we're going with, Shayna is the champ moving forward.
Right. It's like after, you know what? I'll give you this. The next pay-per-view, Shayna wins it off of, let's say off of Becky. That way she has that one extra month, and it's not like she has a WrestleMania over retaining the title, and then we can still transfer it over the next month, which is fine. That works.
It would work too. And also, like if you said Becky is going to take time off, this 1 month of Becky being champ and then losing it is a great excuse to write her off TV for a while.
Exactly.
That way, Becky can still have the whole longest Raw Women's Champion, and then Shayna can go, you pinned me at WrestleMania. You didn't make me tap. So when Becky does come back, that fire will come back to where she can't accept nothing less of beating Shayna by having her submit.
Right. And
it can just be a mini feud between those two to where it builds to a submission match.
Right. That's perfectly fine.
Because I don't mind long reigns, but personally for me, I think we need to have maybe for reigns be somewhere under 200 days.
Yeah.
Because who knows what happens when a talent organically gets over or a hot act shows up. We need to capitalize on it, or at least, try to build it.
Or if they get injured for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So that works. We've had. There was.
Okay, we did talk. No, still for Raw. Okay, what about the tag titles then?
Tag titles still a Street Profits.
Yeah, let's do Street Profits because with our little future book with your idea with No Way Truth.
Yeah,
I mean, we can have. Let's say they beat. Let's say it was a triple threat match. Street Profits, Viking Raiders, and the OC. Street Profits win.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say let's give them an underdog win. Let's go Street Profits versus AOP, and then we can still have the Viking Raiders lose to the OC. That way, they're still. And the same things you said earlier that the OC beat Viking Raiders.
That's right. I did.
Yeah.
Wow. I've had Becky like a freaking like a tour to occupy my mind.
No worries. I'm trying to think of another team though that would have worked.
I mean, other than Hawkins and Ryder, let's see. See, that's the biggest problem with Raw. They don't have. I mean, there's AOP, Buddy, and there's Buddy Murphy and Rollins.
But they've already beaten them, and that would not be a.
Oh my God! Wait, what about Street Profits and against a triple threat match? Street Profits, AOP, Murphy, and Rollins. That way, the Raw after WrestleMania, despite them losing, Rollins still as the Monday Night Messiah can come out during this segment and go, look, I'll admit, going into WrestleMania, it was all about winning the tag titles. And as your Messiah, I lost sight of my vision for Raw.
Or of my true purpose for Raw. Yeah.
And because I wanted to be a leader, I failed to be the leader and support Akam and Razor, instead focusing on Brother Murphy and myself. And he goes, as the Messiah, Brother Akam and Razor, you two have been with me at the start. I failed you two. I am sorry. And this is not going to lead to any dissension, but this is just Rollins still as that heel, trying to be, I'm a justified heel.
Right.
And that still be just Seth Rollins, because fuck. I don't mind the Monday Night Messiah.
Neither do I. It's fine. But okay. That works.
So they lost, and then Street Profits can maybe come out and tease and joke at them.
Yeah.
Which can lead to a tag match.
Yeah.
Maybe an 8-man tag match, or it can just be AOP versus the Street Profits, and AOP can get a win back.
Non-title?
Yeah, non-title, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, have an AOP non-title, and this is on Raw. AOP versus Street Profits non-title, that works.
And this way, it can build to whatever the May pay-per-view is, to where the Street Profits are going to defend against AOP this time, just those two. But then in the meantime, we can still sprinkle in with No Way Truth, slowly building them up, but at the same time, still giving the Street Profits a tough tag team to beat.
Right. Also, if we wanted to, we could also try and build up Hawkins and Ryder again.
Yes, we could. And the reason why I thought of Rollins and Murphy, though, because look at Seth's trajectory. From WrestleMania 33, he has singles, a no-holds, like a hold harmless match in Triple H. 34, a triple threat for the Intercontinental title. 35, the Universal title, and now the tag titles. We can build that somewhere into Seth Rollins' trajectory. It can be either he talks about how last year I was the first opening match of WrestleMania, winning the Universal title. And then he can slowly, shit on the fact that he's in a tag match.
Yeah.
But be very swarmy about it. Not like he's like, you can tell in his eyes he didn't like it, but at the same time, like, now for a Messiah, it does not, because like,
it doesn't matter what place on the card or what he's fighting for, as long as he's teaching the truth that the truth that all this stuff, whatever. And then I would love for that to be part of like a promo, like a couple weeks later when No Way Truth is on, when No Way Truth is a thing. It's like to give praise and to speak about truth. It's like I would love for our church to just walk out and be like, someone talking about me? What? Who?
Yeah.
What? It's like, what are you doing? It's like, you said you want to talk about the truth. Let's talk about me. It's like, you're not the truth I'm talking about. Is there another truth?
Yeah.
I thought I was the only truth here.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And No Way comes out just with a microphone. Ignore him. Sorry. He just kind of drags him off.
Yeah. And then maybe, there could be a bit of a scuffle or maybe like Truth kind of, he doesn't accost, but he kind of gives Murphy a bad look or so, or something that irritates Murphy to where Seth's like, wait. Like he can be, you know what? Since I am talking about the truth, not you, it is time to enlighten everybody. And I think Brother Murphy is the perfect person to enlighten you. And then we have a singles match between Murphy. So, yes. So with the whole Rollins Monday Night WrestleMania segment, it's just more of.
I love how we're cross-setting new ideas. Sorry.
No, go for it.
It's new ideas with what party.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah. It just feels good with Seth Rollins' character because he can say, as Seth freaking Rollins, I was at the top. But ultimately, that wasn't enough.
Right.
So as your Monday Night Messiah,
it's like,
I am reborn, resurrected, rejuvenated. So then it leads to this mini segment to where his faction is.
I would actually. You were saying resurrection or recreated. I would have said I would have thrown maybe a bit of shade to Matt Hardy if he's going to AEW. He looked reincarnated as the Monday Night Messiah, which could open the door if we wanted to keep booking Matt Hardy. Be like, you never took a trip to the Lake of Reincarnation. You are not incarnated. You are, have him be like
episode. Yeah,
that'd be great.
Oh my God, that's perfect. So yes, so with our Rollins segment, it could just be it leads into the Street Profits interrupt. They talk smack. I mean, like, we not only did the Street Profits go in as champs, we walked out as champs, and because of that, we
got smoked
all night.
Wait, what?
No, it's gonna be like Dawkins interrupts like 4 before he can just say we are undisputed. Like we partied all throughout the night, all indoors because everyone was sick. Wink, wink. We understand the coronavirus, but it's like, but nah, fam, nah, but serious, y'all. It's a serious situation with everyone. Y'all stay at home, take care of yourselves. But 4 and 9, we read the town, and then 4 just dead stares him, and then just goes back. And then they start talking, and then it ends to where not only tonight in our non-title match, we are going to once again beat AOP. We are going to prove that we are the top tag team on Raw because. No. That's New Day stuff. No, we're the top tag team on Raw, and we proved that no matter what happens, no matter where we go, that We won't smoke. We won't smoke. We won't smoke. And then it just leads to them just slowly backing out all the way to the back entrance to where Seth's just standing at them, just going, "Oh my god!"
And I was like, they're on the ramp. They go to ringside, and then they slowly start backing up the ramp.
We won't smoke. We won't smoke.
That's great. That is so great.
All right, so let's see. McIntyre, he capped the first hour, so then it bleeds into the second hour with Shayna opening up. Or
shit, we were at right 3 hours. God damn.
Don't worry, that's why. I'm keeping track. That's why I took bullet points. So
shit.
So let's just say, okay, with our little Shayna and Becky segment, Bianca shows up. She has a squash match against Natalya. That takes care of the 15 minutes second hour.
Tamina.
He's on the bottom half of the second hour. So now,
all right,
I'm gonna book another match. This just where you can focus on another segment. I'll just book a next match, and it's another women's match. It's going to be this match was not at WrestleMania, so it's going to be on the Raw afterwards. It's the Riot Squad triple threat match: Sarah versus Ruby versus Liv.
And each one of them, it's like, what was it? Doesn't Ruby like have a Liv?
Because Ruby kind of is the heel in this situation because she turned her back on Liv. She's saying Liv, this whole new Liv persona, that's not the real her. And then her and Liv are in a spat. And then there was a match to where Sarah Logan was special referee because Sarah, she's loyal to, she sticks up for Liv, but at the same time, she knows what Ruby is doing is not wrong. So Sarah's kind of caught in the middle. Okay. And so let's say this whole scuffle, it bleeds out to where Sarah no longer trusts either of the women, and she just goes, "Look, I'm sick and tired of being torn apart between you two. Liv, I'm happy for you're finally claiming your identity. Ruby, you need to stop dragging Liv through the past. Just like I'm no longer stuck to the Riot Squad, to where Ruby's like, oh, I'm sorry, what? Like these could be the segments building up to where it was going to be not the pre-show, no, this is after Women's Battle Royal. Sarah drops this promo backstage and just says, I'm sick and tired of being torn between you two. Tonight, it's going to be Sarah Logan versus Ruby versus Liv. After this, it's over. I'm done with both of you. You two can keep battling, ripping each other's hair out, tearing each other's throats out all you want. But after tonight, I'm done with both of you. And then it leads to, and then this is after the Rollins segment. So let's just say after Belair beats Natalya after her debut, we do a backstage segment with Sarah, talking about what happened at the Battle Royal to where Liv and Ruby cost her an opportunity to win the Battle Royal. And then Sarah's like, I'm done. So she goes, and then Rollins segment ends, commercial. This is the match within the second hour, the triple threat match. Sarah comes out, Liv comes out. She's not on the mic, but she's walking to the ring looking very apologetic to Sarah. When she gets in the ring, she's trying to tell Sarah, I'm sorry. I did not mean to drag you into this. I'm just so mad at Liv, but Sarah is not having it. And then Ruby comes out, while Liv is trying to apologize, Ruby appears from the crowd and attacks Liv, and the match is starting. And Sarah's just on the back of the corner, waiting for a ref to show up. Then the ref slides in, and then Sarah starts getting involved. She throws Liv out the ring, and then she and Ruby start brawling. And then it's just back and forth for a while. Sarah is fighting Ruby, but then Ruby gets the upper hand, tries to pin. Liv interrupts. Then further down into the match, Liv is getting her comeback in. She takes both of them down. And then whatever that move is she does, where her opponent is on the rope, she jumps on the rope and does like a flatliner. She attempts to do that on Ruby. Ruby blocks it and instead attempts to do a submission move. But then while she's doing a submission move, let's say an STF, Sarah gets up, runs from the opposite end, and then does and then runs to the other corner, and then does a running knee onto Ruby Riott, knocking her down. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, but unfortunately Liv is right next to him, so she just rolls to push Sarah off. Sarah gets up, and I don't know what her finishing move is, but she throws Liv to the corner. She's going for a superplex. Ruby gets back up. We get a Tower of Doom spot on 3 ladies. And then Ruby does that little mid senton cannonball onto Sarah. Another 2-3 attempt. Liv breaks it up. And then finally lays her on the ground. Hopefully this gets the audience excited to where they want to see a finish. And then the finish is going to be Sarah does that running knee again on Liv, going for the pin attempt. But guess what? Ruby throws Sarah out the ring, pins Liv. 1, 2, 3. Ruby wins.
Dang. What a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And this is supposed to be where Sarah does not get the closure she wants. Ruby comes out on top, showing why she was the leader of the Riot Squad, and Liv, unfortunately, being underwhelmed, undercut, just like she was before. And this could lead to Liv to where this whole new persona, this whole new identity was supposed to mean something. But once again, Ruby is bothering her, so those two can have a feud. And then maybe Sarah can, down the road, can get her, get the win back.
All right, that works. Now
that's done. We're going to the top of the third hour of Raw now. So we're getting to the home stretch.
Let's see. And we're going to end it. We both agree. We're going to end it with that shot of Becky, Shayna,
and Bianca, yeah.
Okay, so that's where we're ending it. So we really just have to work on this last little half hour here, maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. Since Rollins is not having a match. No, wait. Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. We need to use those two. Oh, wait a minute. Samoa Joe on the...
Injured.
Not injured. I was going to say, was he... Oh, he's injured. I was going to say he was like mildly banned because maybe he violated the Bones policy. Oh, we have not used Andrade or Angel Garza. Because Andrade is U.S. champion. Angel Garza is sort of like his replacement because Andrade he violated the wellness policy.
Right, Angel Garza.
We should have a U.S. title defense.
Right. Okay. So then I'm looking here. Let's see. Okay, so what did we do with AJ? AJ lost,
That's right, AJ and Taker.
Right, so AJ lost, yeah. So I would. Okay, so here's my idea then. AJ lost because it's fucking Taker at Mania. Taker wins. Lol. I want to see AJ Styles come out and be like, I'm so sick and tired of hearing how the Undertaker's this phenom. I faced Mark Calloway. I took him to the limit, and I don't want to hear no more of him.
Yeah.
It's like matter of fact, I gotta fight somebody. So why don't we just have someone come down in this ring so I can give my Styles Clash or I can crush their calf real quick. Then you have Andrade come out. It's like, oh, so you want to fight? I'm looking for a fight.
Well, Zelina mainly does a lot of the promo talking, honestly.
Well, the same thing then. Same thing. It's like,
okay, yeah, sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, thank you for the correction, though, because I was still saying as if, Andrade was talking, so that's fine. Thank you. So it's like, still, you lost to The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Did you think there was going to be another outcome? The Undertaker is synonymous with WrestleMania. You were not going to win this at all. You had no chance in hell. But yeah, I know what I realized it as soon as I said it.
No, I really like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I realized it as soon as I said it. So here's what we're going to do. And now, how does she refer to him? It's like her associate, her client.
Sometimes, my associate. Sometimes my business partner, my client, Andrade. Yeah.
Well, here's what's going to happen. Andrade is going to have a simple warm-up match because you couldn't beat an old man. So, what worry do we have of you?
Yes.
And tell you what. Here's what Andrade is going to do. He's going to put the title on the line because we are that confident you can't take it from us. No, too early?
No, I kind of like that. I would also maybe try to and no, 1-on-1 works just fine. I already just did a triple threat match, so yeah, this one's on. Yeah, go. Yeah, we'll do that. 1-on-1 AJ and Andrade for the U.S. title.
Right. So why don't we get a ref out here? Andrade's going to kick your ass, and then we can go celebrate. So right. Let's get a ref. Let's get this over with. We have things to do. So then they have a match, and it's the usual standard fare, bop, 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 bop. They're doing that like collar, like fists to face or whatever. Like they have one.
Yeah, the collar tie up where they're just like, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So then they're going for it. AJ goes for a Styles Clash, but he can't get the other leg. So what happens is Andrade uses his legs, flips him over, pins him while holding on to the tights, gets a 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
After like a good 15-minute, back and forth.
Yeah.
And then rolls out and just be like, well, told you. And it's like, even AJ, and then it's like Andrade sounds like, we told you. Well, what did you expect? We told you what was going to happen. And then they're going off. And he's like, what is going on?
Yeah, AJ could just be sitting on. Yeah, he could be sitting in the middle of the ring or sit up against a corner, just. Yeah, oh my god, frustrated.
Yeah, he's sitting against like the back quarter, like one of the back corners.
Yeah,
like facing the ramp, watching him go. Where he's leaning. No, he's leaning against the ropes because I don't like using corners. So what's happening is the OC come out and be like, bro, you okay? You okay? He goes, no, don't touch me. I'm in a mood right now. Don't touch me. Luke Gallows tries to like, hey man, you okay? He said, don't. Again, he goes, just don't. Gallows again tries to be like, dude, are you all right? He throws it off. Pele kicks Gallows to the ground. Friggin' Anderson's like, what the hell? He starts beating the crap out of Anderson. He's sitting on the rope. Boom, phenomenal forearm. He's done with that. It's like, I'm done. I am finding my way out of this. Because you two are the problem. He can't take responsibility for his own losses. He's like, you two weren't there for me at WrestleMania, and you two weren't there for me tonight. It's your fault I lost. And he just cuts off. He tips. Which, if you want to lead to another draft, we can have halfway through the year.
Yeah.
2 weeks or so from now.
After WrestleMania, that'd be bullshit.
Yeah. So it's like maybe after the next pay-per-view, we have a draft. We keep the OC, or what was formerly the OC, on Raw, but we bring over Finn Balor. And then we kind of be like, hey man, you weren't like this in Japan. It's like, how would you know? By the time I got there, you left. I was there taking care of these two idiots. And Carlos and Anderson are like, we're right here, man. We're right here.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, Anderson and I'm thinking of New Japan. Sorry, but Balor could go. I may have not been there when Gallows was there, but I remember Anderson. He was the de facto leader before you showed up, like teasing a bit of a split to where Anderson and Balor are together, and Gallows and AJ, to where we have a mini feud. To maybe down the line, all of them kind of just reforms together to become the ultimate OC or the ultimate, club. Or they just bring the band back together and just call it the club. Yeah.
I don't know. Or they're like, you know what? You're right. He was the de facto leader in Japan. I was the leader when you left. You never got a chance to lead. We're Balor Club. The whole place would go nuts. Because they've had those Balor Club t-shirts forever.
In NXT, yeah, those sold like hotcakes.
Right. So why don't we just make Balor Club?
Even though WWE shop, they still have a Balor Club jacket available.
Then why don't we just make Balor Club a thing, like in a few months?
They tried so fucking hard. I remember they tried for Balor Club, but of course that interrupted with the whole Jason Jordan illegitimate son angle.
Yeah, that did. But now that's out of the way, we can actually get this moving with AJ, Gallows, and Anderson and have them be a formidable faction. And then, if you want to call out,
Actually, yeah. Not only have them in faction, but maybe have them collude. Maybe have them collide with Seth Rollins if his Monday Night Messiah faction is still there.
I was gonna say that, and then at Survivor Series, if Undisputed Era is still in NXT, Club, Survivor Series, that could be good.
Because at the same time, it also brings back to in NXT when Balor came back, when he was officially heel. People thought he would join Undisputed Era, but no, he's on his own.
Right.
So it would be to where Cole says, "I didn't forget you not Pele kick. What other way did they call it? The Pele kick. I know it's on. It goes by a different name, honestly. Overhead kick, maybe, or I forget. But yeah, I remember you Pele kicking me at NXT when I thought you were on my side, and now you join with these three old timers instead of joining with the future like you thought you were gonna do in NXT. Instead, you cling to the past, hoping something new would happen, and then Balor can just be, I know about the future. I cultivate the future, but you keep dropping the ball. You had all the belts, all of the gold, and then it was just on your shoulders. And look what happened.
Nice.
You lost your nerve. You got complacent. You forgot what NXT was about. It wasn't about you. It was about NXT. What? That doesn't make any sense. Well, of course you don't get it because you were never a part of it. NXT was about elevating yourself, was about making a statement. The only statement you saw was owning everything instead of actually being a part of something bigger. Sure, I wanted to tear something down. That's because I wanted to build something better. And guess what now? NXT is that even more revered amongst the WWE universe. NXT is on a new level that SmackDown and Raw can't be. And now, since I did my part at NXT, I want to get Raw back up there again. The Raw on the days when Stone Cold Steve Austin, the days of The Rock, the days of Mankind, Jake the Snake, Macho Man. Finn Balor wants to be on that tier now.
Yeah.
People already know, but do you know? Like get that going.
That is awesome.
You know what? Next time we do this, let's book maybe like a 6 to 10 month feud of Undisputed Era and Balor Club.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not 6 to 10 months. Like let's just book something from that.
Yeah. I was gonna say it can start at Survivor Series, and then after Survivor Series, because at that point I would say that all of the titles are gone from Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
They would defect over to SmackDown and bring their tag roster up a bit.
Yeah.
And then they can have the butting of heads, if you will. But we're still on Raw.
Yeah.
This is still Raw.
We took care of AJ and all that. You know what? Let's see. We've had 2 women's matches. I feel like maybe perhaps no.
And we just had the Andrade Styles match.
Yes. Okay. We still have the Profits in AOP, like main event or semi-main event.
The main event would be the last thing we see. So the main event, if you will, would be the standoff, the 3-way standoff.
Okay, so then if that's gonna happen,
so the main event match will be AOP versus Street Profits.
Yeah,
that would be our main event match.
But if you still want that standoff of Shayna, Belair, and Becky, then most likely AOP and Street Profits will have to be semi-main event, and we're gonna need to put Becky or Shayna in a match or have something like that. Okay, so actually, since Nia Jax did return, let's say when Shayna is leaving the segment, like she's walking backstage, and then all of a sudden, maybe in some way she collides with Nia Jax.
Oh, no. Okay, so here's my setup for the segment then. I like your idea. It's like after, like, yeah, there was like the first, we kicked off Raw with Nia Jax's return.
Yes.
Or whatever. it's like it took him a while to get caught to catch up or even find Nia Jax because she's been.
Oh yeah, with Charlie. Yeah, because she's been doing whatever the hell she wants backstage. So yeah, Charlie catches up with her.
Right. So she's just now catching up. And it's like, Nia. And then she's running her down like in the hallway or something. It's like, you had one of the most dominant returns we've seen in the women's division yet. What are your plans for this division? And she'd be like, I'm glad you asked me that. Well, it's true I have plans for this division, what I plan on doing to it. I'll have those released in due time. But for right now, I think I have more. And it's like someone like obviously you see a shadow of somebody.
Yeah,
right? Then it's like, and it's just you just see her stop like mid-sentence and go, I was wondering when you'd show up. Camera pans over. It's Shayna Baszler. Yeah, it's pretty decisive win you had there. But you know what's even more decisive? And Nia just cuts her off. How Becky pinned you at WrestleMania. Ooh. See Charlie go.
Yes, Charlie just kind of slightly leans out of frame.
She's just holding the mic like, you talk. I'm not a part of this.
Yeah.
Or somehow when there's no mic, we can still hear them. So it's like Charlie just kind of disappears.
Yeah, without doubt, pretty much.
It's like, no, you're right. You're half right. But you're half right in the fact that it involves Becky. The only thing more decisive than that was when I drew blood from the man. And you can just see friggin' Nia just go, yeah, you drew blood, but couldn't draw any gold. And then Nia goes to walk off. They have a backstage brawl.
Yeah.
And then Shayna's like, I've had enough of this. Picks up a mic. And that's when it's like, where's Shayna going? That's when it goes to commercial. Comes back. Becky's music plays. And it goes into the last segment.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So after AJ and Andrade, let's say we cut with the commentators doing another WrestleMania highlight package.
Yeah, why not?
Then another commercial break. No, have them do a highlight on the Hall of Fame.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, we can do that too.
So commentators, and then we go to the semi-main event of AOP and Street Profits.
Mm-hmm.
And that can end with AOP winning the non-title match. Let's say Murphy causes a distraction, or he holds one of the Street Profits' legs down so they don't kick out of a 3.
I wouldn't say that, no, because that takes away from the size and intimidation of
AOP. Okay, then
yeah, that they have built in. Because Akam and Razor, those are big dudes.
All right, then let's say they pinned Montez Ford then, because since Montez Ford, he's slightly the smaller of Street Profits.
Yeah. So it's like, but what I would have them do is what they used to do in NXT. They would go corner to corner in a powerbomb position, run together, hide them, and pin them both at the same time.
The Super Collider, yeah.
Yes. They go boom, into the mat, both get a 1, 2, 3. No chance of a breakup, no chance of a kick out, no distractions, absolutely clean.
All right.
To show how dominant they are. There's a fight. There's a good 15-minute fight.
Yeah, but the only reason why Street Profits won, but because it was a triple, and the commentators can say it, the only reason why the Street Profits won was because it was a triple threat match. AOP had their minds, they were torn from letting Seth win or winning the belts himself. Rollins and Murphy are not at ringside this time. It's just them. Yes, I like that.
Because then we can build them up as the monsters they are. And you can tie that back in because, like we said, it's like even if Akam and Razor the next week want to go, you see, they won a match. We weren't even there. One of them takes the mic from Rollins and goes, "We said all we had to say, even before we stepped into this ring again, before we joined with the Monday Night Messiah. We are here to cause pain and to enjoy it. And enjoy causing it." Gives the mic back to Seth. See?
Or he can do his little laugh. He's just I love those memes like
Yeah, that whole thing. But I think that does it for the first episode of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, and then yes, after Shayna grabs that mic, Becky shows up.
Yeah, Becky's like, the whole Becky thing. We went over that promo. Then she comes back. It's like, okay. And she's more irritated because that was something that she was like, okay, I lost at Mania. Fine, whatever. She was okay with losing at Mania because Becky had her beat.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, Nia just put salt in the wound and then stepped on it. And she's like, no, I refused. You didn't beat me. And she's like, she's not letting it go. And then we have Bianca come out and be like, hey, listen, I made short work of my opponent too. So when's my shot? And then we can just kind of end it on that.
Okay. Then that ends Raw. Definitely.
Yep. That definitely ends Raw. Then what do we have after that? We have, did you want to do NXT or do you want to do that separate from the two?
Let's do it NXT separate because
I
have the roster here, but I don't know what takeover will be planned.
Yeah.
What's up?
So why don't we just stick with the two main air quotes rosters, and then what we'll do is, like, after takeover, the last takeover is finalized, and after everything else happens, we'll go on fantasy booking that as well, and just kind of resume that from night one.
Because it's clear, I think the only thing we could do with the NXT after Mania would be, a Rhea Ripley segment.
Yeah, but beyond that, it's a little hard to call what else is going on.
Yeah, because I'm seeing
who else I haven't seen much of other than not Eric Rowan, Eric
Young,
crying out loud. Yes, thank you. The guy he used to team with.
He was the leader of Sanity.
Yeah. What happened to Sanity, man?
They broke him up.
What?
Yeah, they broke up Sanity because at a very early call-up, and then it was just Wolf, Dane, and Eric Young. Then they brought them up, but they didn't use them for weeks on end, and then they became just another tag team, and so they split them apart. Alexander Wolf is on NXT UK. Killian Dane is back on NXT, and Young is like a lower card jobber or enhancement talent.
Great.
Yeah, people still today talk about how the biggest problem with Sanity was their lack of being used. They weren't even given like a major feud or a title shot opportunity set.
All right. So we go to SmackDown. I mean, I'm sorry to cut you off. I just want to keep this thing moving.
No, that's perfect. Actually, I need to I was going to grab myself a bottle of water because I'm
all right. So why don't we take a slight pause for the cause here while we're still live? This take about less than 30 seconds or so.
Yeah. Let me just go run downstairs and be right back.
All right. So we'll both be right back. So enjoy the static images for like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Or hell, we got any instrumental music to play in the background? No, we might get copyrighted.
Right, yeah.
I got like Royal Rumble playing in the background. I'll just play that.
All right, cool. Listen to Royal Rumble.
Never mind. It's over. Drew just won. We'll be back, guys. WWE for Universal Championship. He's going to get his chance after winning the Royal Rumble. And there's a standing ovation at Minute Maid Park, and deservedly so. Over 40,000 fans standing in appreciation for Drew McIntyre. What an effort. For the first time ever, Drew McIntyre wins the Royal Rumble. But it was really, as I mentioned before, a story of two Royal Rumble matches tonight. Brock Lesnar, the WWE Champion, entered at number 1. Lesnar had eliminated 13 men before Ricochet and then McIntyre would take out the Beast. And this seemed to come down to
And Drew McIntyre has finally earned the opportunity that has eluded him for 13 years. An opportunity to become champion at WrestleMania. A few short years ago, you never, ever would believe that Drew McIntyre would be main eventing WrestleMania. And that is where Drew McIntyre is headed, to WrestleMania.
All right, thank you for relating, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing tonight? So let's see here. Let's see, man. There we go.
By virtue of winning the men's Royal Rumble match, we choose to face Brock Lesnar.
All right, so now here we are. We already booked our first Raw, and I'll admit it's a little harder than I thought it was going to be. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Hope you all are enjoying it. I'm enjoying doing it. That's what I like doing these writers' rooms with somebody. Because, well,
They say anything can happen in the WWE.
SmackDown is next. I'm very happy to see what's going on now with SmackDown. So, yeah, man, this is great. Here we are. Cool.
Yeah, it turned out the lemonade in my fridge was freshly made, so it wasn't cold.
Oh, that's
Well, don't worry, I got like a cup of ice here. So,
all right, cool. Oh man, this is great.
woo! Okay, so that break happened, but let's do a quick. And I took bullet points, so here's a quick recap.
Yeah,
how we booked Raw after WrestleMania. Opening segment: Edge comes out to talk about his victory against Randy Orton. He gets interrupted by EC3. Well, EC3 does a promo. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was about to say, why don't we save the recaps for Raw next week so we know where we are with certain storylines, because Raw and SmackDown are kind of written not in conjunction with each other, or at least they shouldn't be.
Yeah,
so kind of like here's what we're let's continue that line of thinking.
Yeah, I know what they like to do. I know SmackDown likes to do Raw recap, but yeah, we're different than Raw. We're different than the WWE. So let's do this.
Yeah. Okay. So, SmackDown.
That's got zest to it. Ooh.
All right, SmackDown. So let's review what we want for SmackDown.
Okay.
The Fiend retired. Yeah, for SmackDown. The Fiend retires John Cena.
All right.
Roman beats Goldberg for the Universal title. That's all I got.
Okay. I did talk about Sasha. Well, I did this idea of Sasha does a triple threat match against Bayley and Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Sasha wins by submitting Naomi to the bank statement.
That works.
That way, we don't need to have a face turn from Sasha just yet. She can still be heel, but we can maybe tease a dissension between her and Bayley.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think Sasha works better as a heel.
Oh, I do. I'm not saying she needs to turn face. I'm just saying Bayley turns her back on Sasha. Sasha can still be the heel. It's just the difference is that she and Bayley are feuding.
Oh no, I got you. I'm just
But that's just an idea. We can think of something better. But yeah, I have in my idea for the SmackDown Championship, Sasha is now the champ. The SmackDown Tag Titles, let's see, Morrison and The Miz were champs. So instead of I'm gonna have a different team as champ instead of New Day or Usos.
No, Miz and Morrison still tag champs on SmackDown.
Yeah, recorded, yeah. But for our booking for the WrestleMania match, we'll get to it later. Right now, let's do our opening segment. So for opening segment, we want
opening segment.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We want Roman to open it, or do we want to do the thing where Cena comes out and says he's now retired and does a little goodbye to the crowd?
I think that would be better. So then we can have, Roman come out, pay respect to Cena, shake his hand, bro hug, whatever.
Yeah.
Be like, we had words in the past, but I appreciate the work you laid for us. Good luck out there, etc. Kind of be nice about it ish,
Yeah.
But then
Okay.
you can have all that go to shit. Interrupting. Who that heel would be, I have no idea.
Let's see.
Let me go to the SmackDown roster. See,
the main heel is Corbin because Corbin.
I'm tired of that.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to use him. Let's see. The Fiend's a heel, but we want to save him for later. Ziggler and Roode are heels. Miz and Morrison are heels. Oh, well, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke, and Cesaro, they're heels.
There you go. We'll use them.
Huh?
Sheamus would not fit in this yet.
Okay,
we're still having Sheamus like crap at everyone else first. But yeah, it's going to be Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Shinsuke.
All right.
And they're the ones who are going to be interrupting what's it called? Roman and them.
Segment. Yeah, Roman and Cena. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and by the way, did you say who would you want as tag champs? Because I still got Miz and Morrison here.
Oh, I couldn't think of anything. I was trying to think of teams. I was gonna say Heavy Machinery because then it could, but yeah, I still won't. But I still think that that segment with Otis, Ziggler, and Mandy that could carry on into the next pay-per-view. So let's just say Miz and Morrison are champs, and then that could tease the opportunity for a new team or a call-up of a tag team if we want.
That's the thing. I have no idea what tag teams are in NXT. So if you have one that's catching your eye, it's lighting shit up down there, let me know. Because I've been unable to watch NXT.
Actually, NXT's been very light on their tag team as well. One of the reasons why I've not been following it. Oh wow! Because they did the Dusty Classic. The problem was it was a mini event. So no, I would keep them on NXT, honestly. Because
I'm just being a jerk.
I mean, to be honest, they do sound interesting to put on. But to me, I think Matt Riddle needs a singles. Oh, shit. Okay, sorry. But I think Matt Riddle needs maybe a singles title.
I got it. Okay, so here's the thing. Instead of the three, Zayn, Cesaro, and Shinsuke.
Yes.
It's like while Cena's about ready to leave, all you hear is bro. And it's like, okay, let me get this straight. We're saying goodbye to a guy who's been booed half of his 15 years here. Come on, we wanted him gone a long time ago. There is no time for the past anymore. It is time for the era of the bro. And this is obviously for Matt Riddle.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, this can just, be like Roman going, listen, you better shut. This is basically everything that's on Twitter going into real life. And be like, you better shut your mouth before I go over there and Superman punch it close.
Ooh, that feels like a Vince McMahon thing. You take a character who's a face and then make him a heel on a call up.
I don't know. He's still face though. Because he's saying as far as the fans are concerned, he's still a face because he's saying everything we think and that we agree with. Because do you really want to see John Cena continue going on with this and have it be absolutely meaningless?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just seeing the way Vince would book it. Okay.
But we're not Vince. We're doing this our way.
I know. Okay. All right. I'm following with you. I'm following you. Matt Riddle interrupts. his laid back attitude. He's like, bro, I mean,
bro.
you've been here for 15 years and you're still around. Come
like,
on, bro.
Come on, bro. You got beat by the Fiend, bro. In 5 minutes, bro. Like, just go, man.
5 minutes? Okay.
Yeah, he gets Cena gets squashed.
No, I'm going with that. Wait, what the? Oh, shit.
But yeah, so it's like, well, nobody wants you. It's like, and then again, Roman's like, you better watch your mouth. He paved the way for idiots like you. So why don't you pay a bit more respect? It's like, I got no problems with you, Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, unless you want to make one, you're in the ring. You look like you're ready for a fight. I just got here and I'm always ready for a fight. Want to go, bro? Reigns is about to say something, but then Cena's just like, no. He picks up a mic and goes, kid, I know a lot about what you do. It's like, you don't know me at all. Let me finish. I was a lot like you. Full of piss and vinegar, wanting their shot. Well, you have your shot. You had your shot in NXT. But if you think you're ready to just jump in here and you can take a shot at me. That's fine. I've had that by a lot tougher. Now, I've been called a lot worse by a lot tougher. That's fine.
Yeah.
I've gone toe to toe with this man. You, I don't know. You, I don't like. You, I don't respect. So why don't you please shut your mouth, turn around, go back to NXT and eat its, go back to NXT's catering while we finish up here.
Who's talking, Roman or Cena at this point?
Cena.
Okay, because you started looking like you're doing a Roman impression.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm not disrespecting that. That's why I got confused. I'm like, oh, you're nailing that down.
So, because I said like Cena just cups him like he goes, no, I got it.
All right.
So it's like, I've been here for 15 years so you can have an NXT. I've been here for 15 years so you can be in NXT.
All right.
I've been out here missing funerals, weddings, birthdays, Christmases, everything. So you can have your shot. And what do you do with it? So
calling people out on Twitter. Yeah. Like you said, you bring that little Twitter angle into real life. You're wasting it by picking on legends like Goldberg, like Brock Lesnar.
Even you can go into this like Brock said he wants nothing to do with you. And yet not even 5 minutes later, you're like, I promise you, I'm gonna retire, Brock. No, Brock would chew you up and spit you out alive. You would be asking for seconds because you're that stupid. So please save yourself the embarrassment and go back to NXT. You're not wanted here. Well, maybe not by you, bro, but they seem to like me. And this would be like, it would still be at the PC. So it's like, what are you on? There's no one here. It's like, they may not be here now, but they will be. What? And just nothing that I don't know how to end this, so help me. Okay, the only way I could really think about this is friggin' Riddle be like, listen, I understand what you're saying. I get it. I don't care. He starts walking down, kicks off his flip-flops. Roman goes down to meet him. They start brawling. And then Cena gets in the middle of it, tries to break him up. He gets like kicked in the mush by Riddle. So he's laid out. Roman's like pissed because he just got knocked the fuck out on his retirement night. And then Roman gets, taken care of too. I don't know. No, the Roman would like Superman punch, Riddle down and be like,
yes.
Yeah, that's how that would work. Okay, good. So I was talking to myself. I was like, please just make this make work. Just make my words make sense. That's all.
I'm picturing it in my mind, and for the entertainment value, I think it would work. Yeah. We don't need a heel to interrupt them. It could just be just some young gun, just having to, because it's seen as retiring, make a name for himself. So, and yeah, I do like the idea, the notion of bleeding in some of Matt Ritter's Twitter feuds into the storyline. That way, it just shows. It's not the fact that he's a bad guy. He just has a problem of keeping his mouth shut.
Exactly.
All right. I'm definitely putting a note on that. Looks like they're done with the Royal Rumble. They're finally doing in the PC building. Oh, nice. See Undertaker and there's Gallows and Anderson.
Oh boy.
Oh, that must have been an AJ segment. I was just listening to the story. That's okay. I'll look at the highlights.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So Matt Riddle interrupts. Okay, so we got our opening segment nailed down. Now, moving forward, let's see.
First match. I would say Daniel Bryan teams with Drew Gulak to take on.
Let's see. Wait. Hold on. Ouch. Okay. Sorry, Undertaker just did his little lights out, and now he's appearing behind them. But it really is different without a crowd there when he does that. Jeez.
Yeah.
I seriously thought that was a commercial.
Versus.
Okay, yeah, Brian Gulak. Let's see. Maybe Dolphins. Maybe Ziggler and Rude.
No, I would say Slater and.
No, wait. What about let's implement. How about Sheamus and
No. Brian and Gulak versus Slater and Shorty G.
All right. No, I think I get that because
Slater. That way we give Heath Slater some shine.
Yeah. And what we're doing with Gable.
I mean, it's like they have a pre-match interview before they go out through the curtain. It's like, Heath, you're teaming up with Shorty G for the first time. How do you feel? I'm just happy I get money for my kids, man. Because it's been so long since I had a match, and Daddy's coming home with a new floaty.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
That's my favorite part about Heath Slater right now, man. So
we have not been using that move
with Heath Slater anyway, so I figure throw him in, throw Shorty G in there, 3 guys that can work, and Heath Slater. So that'll.
All right. So here we go. First match tonight. Ryan Gulag
versus
and Shorty G.
I'm gonna call them the Shorty Band or Band Shorty,
or the G Band,
or Band G. Band G. There you go. I don't know.
We'll get something. Okay.
We usually do, but I just figured it'd be fun. Because if anything, so I figured give Heath Slater a new tag team partner, give someone else a chance to shine and kind of build up that tag division a bit.
Yeah, and Gable has a track record of being a damn good tag team partner. Him and Greg, American Alpha. American Alpha. He has all 3 tag. He's won all 3 tag belts. SmackDown and NXT with American Alpha, and then when he was a team with Rude on Raw, they won the Raw tag team titles. So Gable as Shorty G as Gable has won all 3 of the tag belts on each show. So not just the fact that Slater's going I'm here to get some money I'm finally on TV. I'm gonna get money, but I can take care of my kids. But at the same time, I'm here with an elite tag champ. I'm here with an elite tag team partner in Shorty G.
I like that's great.
Yeah. we can have Slater trying to see Gable as his meal ticket to get more matches on SmackDown, more TV time. That way he gets more money to take it to feed his kids.
Yeah, man. His 13 now almost 14 kids with his wife being pregnant for the 14th time.
Getting some new teeth for his son, who has not spoken a word since he was 7.
Oh my gosh. No, if we're getting new teeth, if someone's like, I'm gonna get new teeth from my mom, I'm gonna get more floated, more toys for my kids out. Was it above ground pool? Ground pool. And we're gonna have
get a double-decker trailer. We're
gonna get a triple wide.
Yeah, double wide. Yeah, a triple wide. Or no, we're gonna get 2 double wides. That's right. Every kid, my 13 kids no longer have to share 3 rooms. They can now have 6 rooms to share.
Oh my gosh. It's like, and I would love at one point to be like, hey Heath, you ever thought of just buying a house? Why would I do that?
Having that double wide means I keep my fan with me on the road. Or just
I would not say that because Vince would turn that into a gimmick.
Okay, yeah, that's right. No, that was good. Why would I do that? It cuts the segment, and then Shorty G's just, see you in the ring. And then they're in the ring. Gulag and Brian come out. And then how we want this match to go? 15, 10 minutes?
Give it a good 15. Give it a good 15. You know, I was about to say Gulak, Brian, and Gable put on a clinic. Heath Slater's trying to be all showy, I'm doing this for you. It's like he's stomping, he's got. Here's what
he gets. Like I said with the whole thing, he sees Gable as an elite team partner, as an elite athlete. Maybe he gets impressed and he tries to do something like that with Gulag, but Gulag keeps stepping up on him.
No. It's I would love to have. It's if they're if they're double teaming Gulag, I would love for Slater to be on their corner because it's I'm saying their corner. I keep saying a lot. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. I always keep repeating such as or honesty or let's be honest. It's just
okay. So the ring
words I keep falling on.
Okay. So the ring setup for this, Drew and no, not Drew. Not Drew.
Slater. Brian.
Slater are right here, or on your side to be right here, and then they're on the and then they're on the far side of the corner. So that way, every time they're stomping down on say, Gulak or Brian, he's stomping away on him going, I'm doing this for you. We're gonna get good. We're gonna eat real good.
Or future tag team champs.
Right. He's over celebrating, which gets him caught, which gets him dragged over to the other corner. He has to fight out and be like, hey. Anytime he knows he's in trouble, he's going to try and make a mad dash. He's like, no. Tag. You. Go. Take care of it. Go.
Yeah. And then Shorty he gets in. Yeah. He can do he can get his shit into where he does those little, he pushes, he gets Gulag, ties him in the corner, and then does that roll up, that rolling, that rolling, into rolling German suplex. Yeah.
There you
go. He rolls him and then it's just, bridge. And then Brian interrupts, and then he does that to Brian again, rolls him up. And then Slater once again, he wants to try it, but when he tries to roll up, Gulag stops him and pins him, even though Slater's not the legal man. Get a little comedy in there because I know Brian and Gulag work well with comedy.
Yeah, that's true too, man.
Okay, but now after that, towards the end of the match,
okay,
Gulag and Brian win.
Yeah, let's give it to Gulag and Brian.
Yeah, because it just feels like, they are forming a team,
right? So it's Shorty G and
Slater.
Thank you. Slater just formed the team. I would give them a couple more losses before they really start gelling and really start kind of flowing as a team a bit more. So give them a couple more weeks or a couple more losses, and then they'll start picking up wins almost crazy. And then what I would like to see is after they get 5 or so wins, what I would like to see is a Ziggler and I was about to say Rudolph. Ziggler and Rude.
Rudolph then, yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see them I would like to see Shorty G and Slater go up against Rudolph and have them be like, really? Rude's just like in a backstage statement going, that's your tag partner now? Yeah, what of it? Good luck. What's that supposed to? And then they start getting into a brawl, and then it becomes a match. That's like a few weeks down the line.
It does feel good to have Rude be the one to instigate it, because since they were former champs, former champs, it would just be, I upgraded. It's like you got the short end of the stick. Ooh. Rude can say that to Shorty G. He's like, hey man, you clearly see with my partner, he's a former heavyweight champion, Intercontinental, United States champ, tag team champ. I traded up. You with Slater, you clearly got the short end of the stick. And then leads to the whole thing is like, and then Slater pulls him off. He's like, what just happened? He just said short and I blacked out.
Right. It's like, all I remember was hearing the word short, and then everything went red.
Yes. Okay, another future story.
And before it goes to commercial, it's like, we'll work on that.
It's pretty much like AJ Lee. Whenever someone said crazy, like, what did you just call me? No, we just said this whole situation is crazy. I'm sorry, are you calling me crazy? Yeah.
It's like, I would love to have that in like interviews too. It's like, we're running a little short on time. What'd you say? Was that a short joke? It's like, no. I didn't say that. We have very little time. Did you call me little? No, I did not. Cut back like freaking Michael Cole's in like a ankle lock. Ah!
Yeah, let's torture Michael Cole, because those always work. Okay, so future storyline: Shorty and Slater and Shorty G as a team. Shorty G develops anger problem whenever someone says short
or anything or a synonym. So it's like short, little, whatever. He's like,
Shorty G goes red whenever he hears short or little.
That's great.
Okay. All right. And at this point now, I think it's time we bring out our new women's champ, SmackDown women's champ, Sasha.
Right. So here's the thing.
Accompanied by Bayley.
Right. So here's how I would like this segment to go. They're like, yeah, we're cool. We are the unified SmackDown Women's Champ. We are sharing this title, kind of like Lay Cool, but a lot worse because they're not.
The difference is that they're Lay Cool. They literally share the title, but technically it's only symbolic.
I know, but but I'm getting somewhere with this.
All right,
it's like Bayley. I kind of wonder. It's like, why you pinned Naomi instead of letting me pin? It's like, you were outside of the ring. I didn't want her to, get a chance to take the belt off you. So you took the belt off me. No. We're still sharing. It's still ours. We're still sharing. We're good.
And it's just like, look, Bayley, you are still the role model of all of the little girls and all the women out there, even though it's an empty seat arena.
Right.
And she can just, I am still the boss. Bayley, we don't need to argue about who beat who. You are the longest SmackDown champ. You are the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion. I don't know if it's true or not. It's just something that Sasha's going to say to appease her ego.
Right. She kind of inflated her ego a little bit.
Inflate her ego.
It's fine. But it's like but let's have this go down like a little, like a backstage statement, like a few weeks down the road. She can be on the phone with her shoot husband, like Kakashi or whatever. Kakashi.
I forget his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. You're like, man, this is so easy. Like, she's so gullible. She may have changed her hair, but she can't change how dumb she is.
Oh, you really want Bayley to be face again? Okay.
Yes. Because I think Bayley was a better face than she is heel. Then with her hair tied up, instead of like cut short and down, she looks like an old woman. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to lie either. Yeah. It's just, I think for me, whenever she does her interest to where she has that little, like, not crown is, but that little Julie headpiece set up to where she looks like an Egyptian, like a Cleopatra in a way.
Right. It's like, I'm not saying she go back to the ponytail on the side of her head. That's dumb. But I'm saying, like, keep the hair, just be a bit better about it. Change things.
Well, I think yeah. You know what? I do see that. I guess for me, I do want to see a split between Sasha and Bayley.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to give Bayley more edge.
Right. Because they're always glued at the hip, no matter what they do. Whether they're opponents, whether they're friends. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
On the PCB or some shit, man. I mean, I can't do PCB, but you know what I mean.
And they have tried. I mean, they have tried and failed at splitting them up, clearly.
Yeah. But it's like there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. And I'm like, this may not be the right way, but it's a better way.
Yes. And let's be honest, it might not get the same fanfare as they did when they came up from NXT, but you know what? They shot that they limped the story. What we're trying to do, we're not trying to put a band-aid on it. We're trying to amputate that and give it a bionic prosthetic.
Right.
And make it run even better.
Or we're trying to just regrow it from the ground up and just see what we can do to bring it back.
Exactly. So while we are going to tease their dissension at the time, while they're doing their egos, let's say a SmackDown challenger comes out. Let's say
hold on, let me check the roster.
A returning SmackDown women's competitor who's been out of injury for a while, who had an opportunity against Bayley in the past but lost. Someone they call the War Goddess.
Yes!
Ember Moon returns, maybe not interrupting, but at this point where Sasha just goes, look, Bayley is the ultimate role model. I am the boss. Together, we are an unstoppable team. We have run rampant through this division. We have taken out all comers and all challengers, and I dare any of you bitches in the back to prove me wrong. Lights go out.
Yes.
And then her music plays. You see that red moon of eclipse just going over the Titantron. And then her music plays. And then, of course, that red moon in the background. And then she just comes walking out. And instead of her screaming into the camera like they've been doing, she just unveils and just does that like lustful, like bloodlust eye, and like she wants to fight. And instead of her approaching at the ring, she's walking down the ring, showing a new attitude, showing the Ember Moon that we got from NXT. And she's going in that ring. And then she cuts a promo, of course, on Bayley and Sasha. Or she just goes.
No, no promo from her.
Yeah, I was going to say
she just goes. Right. She slides in the ring. She picks up a mic. Puts it back down. Looks Bayley up and down. Looks Sasha up and down. Then her eyes catch the title on Sasha's shoulder. Then her eyes get bigger. Like she wants that title.
And then maybe we can have Bayley attack her from the side since she took her eyes off Bayley.
Right. So
during the scuffle,
she takes 2 steps forward towards Sasha to where Bayley's just out of her peripheral. So Bayley clocks her with like a forearm to like the side or something. She staggers off to the side. She starts going off on Bayley. Sasha slowly steps out of the ring.
Yeah.
And just sees what happens. Then as Ember's about ready to take over, Sasha slides back in the ring. Backstabber, bank statement. Ember passed out. But that's only because she was only focused on Bayley. Had she had some ring awareness, she would have known Sasha was not there. So it's not booking her to get defeated or anything.
No. It just shows that Bayley and Sasha are a cohesive unit. Sure, they got egos, but ultimately when it comes down to it, when someone's threatening their women's championship, they are on the attack.
And that could be something like even like later on backstage. We'll get to that a bit later. Like maybe at the beginning of the second half, or like this could be like an online thing, I guess. I don't know. But it's like, hey, I was getting my ass kicked out there. Where were you? I was picking the right moment so we didn't, look bad, because we want to still be, the boss. The boss can't, just jump in any old fight. I had to wait for my moment to make sure she was vulnerable.
And even Sasha can go, I knew you could handle yourself. And if it was me being beaten, you'd want to pick your moment too. because you trust me. Because I trust you to get the job done, just as you trust me to watch your back.
There you go.
And then Bailey can still be, but I still got my ass kicked. But
still stood tall though.
Yeah, but yeah, she's gonna. Yeah, you got some hits in. You got some. Yeah, Ember got some licks into you, but who's face down in the ring right now? Who's face down the ring?
Yeah,
Ember. Yeah,
that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, at the end, it doesn't matter how hard we've been hit, how hard we've been knocked down, how much of our asses get kicked. Ultimately, in the end, all that matters is as long as we walk out. We leave the ring under our own power, not passed out, face down with our ass up, be defeated.
There you go.
And then possibly during this moment, Bailey has her head up, and then Sasha goes, and then Sasha, realizing that Bailey's looking at someone, turns around, and look who it is. It's Lacey Evans, to where Lacey just says, Naomi had her fun. Now it's my turn.
Oh, boy.
But instead, Bailey jumps up and goes, you know what? Ember may have gotten the better of me, so I'm a little pissed off. I need to take this anger out on somebody.
Are you setting up a match for tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
Lacey Evans versus Bailey.
Nice. Okay, cool.
I'm not setting Lacey up as the next contender. She can be down the road.
Right.
But right now, it's Ember's time.
Right.
And then maybe we can have, and while we are teasing out this dissension between Bailey and Sasha, we can still set up some opponents. Right. And look, I'm not that big on Lacey. I think we need to drop this sassy Southern Belle and change her into something that fits more to her background in the Army.
I was thinking something more along the lines of like a female John Cena who was actually in the military. I mean, not to that exact literal extent.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm just trying to picture how can we sell her, because let's be honest, they've done so hard on the southernness of her that. Right. I mean, even Lacey Evans herself, she's even put a lot of her energy into it too.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, it can be workshopped later on. But right now, I've set up Lacey Evans versus Bailey happening later in the night. It could be the semi-main event in the second hour.
Yeah. And one thing, though, we can do is when Bailey comes out and she's getting introduced, or even if, like, when she – because we're going to have Bailey win this match, right?
Obviously, yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to have her do, or what we're going to have Sasha do, to kind of thicken the ploy a bit more, we're going to have her go over to the announcer and be like, and your winner. Okay, and your winner, one half of the women's champion, the SmackDown women's champion, Bailey. And, just kind of like make it really awkward, but it's like she's trying to give her like, see, we're co-champions. It's not like it.
Okay, just make
it. Let's see. That's fine. So what do we got next? Okay, so next I would say Bray Wyatt has a Firefly Funhouse.
All right.
Again, Wyatt retired Cena. Everyone else he's faced before, except for Goldberg, he's beaten, but he's never retired anybody.
No.
So instead of there being just a picture with John Cena, I'm thinking about like something like a new addition to the Funhouse, where it's like he has a trophy, so to speak, like maybe Cena's wristbands or his wristband, headband, which he wears on his arm, combo.
Maybe a ball cap, like one of his puppets, like the rabbit.
Rambling Rabbit has like a mini John Cena hat.
Yeah, he's just like, whoa, dude, it was insane what the Fiend did to Brett, what Fiend did to Cena. But as a supporter of John Cena, I was able to get this souvenir baseball cap Yowie, wowie, rambling rabbit. When did you able to get that hat? Oh, it was after the match. He even signed it. Wait, hold on. Psycho look is like.
No, this is not a miniature one. This is like an actual full-size like hat.
Okay.
And it's legit signed by John Cena. It's like, you know what we should do with John Cena's hat? Are you gonna say throw it away or burn it or destroy it? No.
I wanna
last hat that John Cena will ever wear to the ring. This has to go in a special place. And then we paint over the blue wall. It's a glass case for trophies yet to come.
Oh.
And at Survivor Series, the next person he retires, Taker.
Okay. I can see that.
Because then he'll have, there's a little glass box for John Cena's hat. Then there'll be a tall thing for Taker's duster, gloves, and hat. And that'll be in memoriam.
All right.
You see what I'm getting? So it's like he can have pictures all day, like people have done him wrong, and they'll still have those pictures.
Yeah.
But to have, that extra memento means something. But we're not there yet. I may change my mind about the whole Taker thing, but still, it's an idea.
Don't worry. I think that's still good. I mean, because to be honest, it's at this point the Fiend or Bray Wyatt, they're gonna have to be very picky on who they face. I mean, because I'm looking at the roster. I mean, now I'm picturing, and other than he faced Bryan, he faced The Miz. He hasn't faced Roman yet, has he?
No.
Well, we'll put Roman down further the line, but just for the next pay-per-view, he needs to fight something. Yeah.
Here's something else we could do. And here's something that's changed too. Anytime someone goes against the Fiend, they're never the same, which could be a good gimmick change. So here's what we could do. We could have, at the next pay-per-view, have him squash Baron, and then when he leaves, Baron goes looking for his scepter, cape, crown.
Yeah.
All of them are gone. But it's like we see that Corbin doesn't see it, but it's like while it's still like I really don't want to have those red lights anymore. Those red lights I've got to go.
Yeah.
For his match. So
I'm thinking. Yeah, I would definitely book no more red lights for the Fiend match because that match against Balor at SummerSlam is still a good fucking match because you automatically already sell the Fiend as a monster.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, the red lights just make it cheesy.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it's like before he like disappears, he would walk over to like Baron's corner, pick up his scepter, his crown, and his cape, look gleefully at them, and then disappear. And then lights would come back on or whatever while he's regaining consciousness. And he's like, "Where's my crown? Where is my royal attire?" He's flipping shit like like the next Friday or whatever.
Wait, hold on. Should it be the Fiend against Corbin, or do we want Bray Wyatt against Corbin? Because Bray Wyatt did beat The Miz, and The Miz sort of kind of went back on his own. Do you want to save the Fiend from Corbin, or do we want this as a good squash match then? I'm sorry, it's just with Corbin, part of me doesn't think he's worth having the Fiend facing the Fiend.
That's fair. That it wouldn't be like the Fiend to take the trophy like that. So it would be better if it was Bray Wyatt. So yeah, definitely Bray Wyatt would be a better option. So we'll have Bray Wyatt like on his way out, just like he as a child in a candy store, just picks up his stuff and just runs off, like runs to the back. I got your stuff.
Okay. Definitely getting some teas here. All right. So far that. So we're near the end of the first hour. So we should definitely have ourselves. Oh, off screen, we've been talking a lot about the Otis and Mandy angle. Should we have that?
Oh yeah.
Should we finally start talking about that? Because even though we had something built there, we really didn't have like no WrestleMania conclusion. So I figured this could be a great carryover storyline that can maybe find resolution sometime within the like middle of the year.
Yeah, that's cool too. Let's see. So obviously after Mania, Otis would. Here's the thing. I would have this be pure, like just for this story. Otis versus Ziggler, and Otis wins. No outside help from anybody. It's just Otis and Ziggler. You know, Otis got tired of Dolph Ziggler tricking Mandy into liking him or whatever, and just he doesn't like it. So he's gonna defend Mandy's honor, you know, even if she doesn't want him to.
Yeah,
it's like he's not treating you right, whatever. The real good guy stuff. Then it goes into Otis wins, and then he goes over to Mandy like after, and she still doesn't want to talk to him. He's like, Tucker would come out. Come on, man. Come on. You did good. Just give it time. He goes up. Then this brings into this segment. Otis comes out. I don't know if we're at the PC or not. Let's just say we are for argument's sake, because I think we are established that already.
Let's just keep saying it. We're still at the PC building. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. So he comes out. It's like, Mandy, I've tried telling you so many times. Dolph just doesn't care about you. He never did. He just wanted to make me look bad. Because I'm telling you, he shows her, he pulls out his phone. Now, as a joke, I would like him to pull out of one of three places. Front, back, or fanny pack.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
His phone. He
All
would
right, give him. Lay him now.
He would literally pull out his phone from a pocket in his front, a pocket near his back, and these are in his trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Or he would be wearing a fanny pack, and that's where he'd pull out the thing from, his phone from.
Yeah. Fanny pack would sound much better than pulling out from his shorts.
That would be funny, but I don't know if that would be worth the work.
Well, if Otis can be able to sell a goddamn midriff with the stomach sticking out, I think a fanny pack would be good.
Okay, no, because I was like, is he going into his front, into his back, and then pulling out a cell phone? Like a Mr. Sacco type of cell phone situation here?
Oh, jeez. No. I think that would be too much to sell this little angle with Manny, honestly. It would be a little too much.
That's what I was asking.
That's why I figured a fanny pack would work. I mean, his stomach wouldn't be covering it, but you clearly see it.
Yeah. Oh, even better. It's like he can't wear it around like his like midsection, so he has to wear it kind of like a one strap book bag. So he has it like over him. He like tries to over around. Anyway, he has his phone in the fanny pack. He shows her the message, like, I'm running late. She goes. Then she shows him her phone. He goes, I never sent that.
Yeah.
He's like, but why did you text Dolph in the third person? She goes, what are you talking about? Well, look here. She scrolls to the message. Says Mandy will be at the restaurant you were going to be at. Call it fucking Olive Garden. I don't fucking care. The restaurant near the arena. At such and such time, you'll be alone. Why did you text Dolph that? It's like, I didn't. And friggin' Sonya's just backing away slowly, just doo 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 doo. Mandy turns around. Did you just? I didn't. Why would I? I have no reason to. You could, but it's like, but you told me earlier that Dolph is a Mandy Rose kind of guy. Why would you say that? It's like,
Look like jigs up, woman. But she wouldn't give it up. No.
Yeah, not even that. He goes, Otis, I'm sorry. This is just too weird. I can't do this. It's like, fine. He walks off disheveled. He goes, at least, you like me, right? He goes, I like you. Do you, like, Mandy, I feel like I have to tell you something really important. And it's just, I feel, she gets all like wide-eyed, like, you feel what? I feel nothing when it comes to us. I don't even care about how you feel. You are just here. Your eye candy. It's fine. You're good looking. You're good looking. I'm good looking. This just works. Let's not take any more than this.
You're not championship material. Yeah.
Yeah, that whole thing. And then she can be like, what? And then slaps him. He goes, that's when Ziggler's like, are you kidding me? You slap me? Otis didn't show up, but you slap me? She goes, he may have not shown up, but he's a nicer guy than you. He goes, then he looks directly at Sonya. Really? You didn't tell me she was going to be like this. And then he walks off. That's when Mandy's like, that's all the confirmation she needed. She goes, what did you do? She goes, Mandy just ducks it, and Sonya just ducks out and bolts to the back. She's like, none of this. Then Mandy chases after, and we have no resolution for it as of this week.
All right. Wow, I can literally just picture this happening, honestly, and I think
it's the best.
Yes, that would be perfect. Let's see. All right.
Because Sonya can only play it off like once during the segment. After Ziggler blew it, she's like, I'm out. She's like, I'm going. She runs out through the crowd. She doesn't even run because she ran. She's on the back end near like where the commentator's desk is.
Yes.
She had to run past Mandy, and Mandy would not let her pass. So she ran out the back way. She went around the arena, if you will. So that works. Let's see. Now we can get to, if you want, another segment because we both wanted Sami Zayn to retain his Intercontinental title. Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Right. So here's what we're gonna do. Sammy is like, you know what? He's feeling all hot shit. He retained his title. Blah blah blah. He goes, you know what? I think I can do a better job. It's all three of them coming out. So I think I can do a better job of running this place. No. Sorry, I'm jumping too far ahead. Sorry.
A little too far. Okay.
Right. It's a backstage segment. And, it's like, I told you guys we'd beat Braun. We'll beat anybody. Cesaro just makes the joke. Knock on wood, right? Oh, you're right. Knocks on, like, the nearest door. Door opens up. It's Aleister Black. I forgot his name for a second. Don't judge me. It's Aleister Black. He doesn't say a word. He just looks at whoever's there. Like, not saying it, but saying who knocked on my door.
Or you could say, bear question, why are you here? This is SmackDown. And Aleister just says,
no, Aleister says nothing. He says nothing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. He won't reply. Yeah. Sammy just the whole, this is SmackDown. You're not
here.
Yeah.
His eyes narrow on Sami Zayn. Not that I have a problem. Not that I have a problem with you being here. You're a great addition to our roster if you're going to stay here. You're good. You're fine. Chicken shit heel bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you just see, like, he's about to take a step forward. Like, he's leaning in, about to take a step forward, like, just to square up with Sammy. Shinsuke steps in front of him. Well, I think all my strings just snapped on my guitar.
Wow. Wow. Okay. I thought you were playing on. I thought you were just hitting a note.
No, my guitar is all the way over there. Like, I can't show you now. But, yep, that string just snapped. Damn it. The bottom G string just snapped. Oh, well. I wasn't doing anything with it anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Anyway, so like I said, Shinsuke steps up. Like, steps in front of him. Looks him up and down. Nods, steps back, closes the door. Sammy's like, what was that all about? Nah, it's probably nothing. They continue about their day. Aleister Black's music hits. He walks down to the middle of the ring. Cross-leg just sits there.
Yeah.
Shinsuke's music plays.
Shit.
Cut to them in the back, like watching this on a monitor. Like you see Sammy like a mouthful of water just go like a spit take. He goes, "What? What happened here?" Nothing. Like no one goes out. It's like you're not going out there. It's like he goes to turn to Shinsuke, who's like 20 feet down the like hallway already. Let's go. He turns around. Damn it! He just chases after him. Nice.
Sorry, getting a little.
No, it's fine. So then we're about to have match with Shinsuke Nakamura and Aleister Black. But Sami Zayn puts a stop to it and goes, No.
Yeah, this ain't happening. Yeah.
You ain't this ain't work. This ain't happening tonight. No. I would love to see freaking Triple H still on commentary.
Yes.
Just stand up and go, actually, as COO of this company still, I think this match should happen. And because Aleister asked for this match will happen. Sam can just be like,
yeah.
Really? Who? You're COO. You're not a general manager of this show. You just lost more. You just got demoted. What makes you think you have any rule here? Really? Not that I'm complaining. If Shinsuke wants the match, he can have the match. Again, he'll get brave for Sam will get brave for all of 3 seconds, then he'll back off.
Yeah, that could be a good end for his character, like building up to when he becomes like. Yeah, we'll touch on that later. Yeah, we'll meet his character.
Yeah, so it's like they has match. This one goes 20 minutes, and it's just Shinsuke trying to pull off the Kinshasa and ducking black masses. They're just masters of the foot fighting.
Yes,
that's what we can do.
Get that out. Yes.
And then it's like finally, like Shinsuke is trying to come off of trying to nail one last attempt at a Kinshasa. Aleister ducks, stands up, spins around, black mass, done. Shinsuke is out. 1, 2, 3, done.
That'd be good.
And then Aleister gets jumped by the other two, Cesaro and Sami Zayn. They're just like pop, 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 and then numbers game. Yeah. And then, Shinsuke regains consciousness. He gets woken up. He goes, "Here, hit him." Cesaro's like holding him back, like has his arms
pinned down, or like tied behind the back. Yeah.
Right. And then he's just holding him up. And then as he's about ready to, he's about this far, a good foot away from his face, he lets go. And as as Aleister is falling forward, he gets the Kinshasa to the face, and then he's just done. So he's out, and then they all just walk out like, da 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 da. And there's what happened? What was that about? They're playing it off like they didn't win, like they won instead they lost.
No, that would perfectly fit with Sammy's character, honestly.
Yeah. So that takes care of segment and match 2, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean, look, SmackDown normally is much of a shorter show. Sometimes they'll have less matches.
Yeah.
All right. With that being done,
it's the first hour, right? Or first hour and 15.
First hour and 15. So okay, we're entering the second hour.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I was gonna say at this point we just have the commentators do a recap with the like what they did on Raw, another look at the Hall of Fame, because let's say they beat that dead horse in there, and then we jump. The women's tag titles.
Right.
Moment of Bliss. No.
Sure, why not? Oh, no. I want to do one Moment of Bliss, moment of bliss or whatever next week for the next show.
All right.
Well, let's not do one every week because that got real old real fast when Alexa was on the shelf. So let's not do that. Instead, we'll have. Do you want this to be a segment or a match?
I was gonna do Lacey and Bailey coming up. Yeah.
Okay, so Lacey Bailey match.
And this doesn't need to be a long one. This could be kind of like a
10 minutes.
Yeah, hell, even in 8, like
I'm tired of the women's division getting only single-digit minute match numbers.
All right, 10, yeah.
Yeah, 10.
10 minutes, yeah. And it could be to where Bailey is... Yeah.
Because my thing is, like, if we instead of giving them 10, we give them 8, then we'll go 6, then 5, then 3, and then 90-second matches. We'd be falling backwards instead of going forward, which is not right for these women. And they're doing just as much, if not more, so they deserve more. I'll get off my soapbox now.
Look, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here. You froze for a minute.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I think the StreamYard is all of a sudden StreamYard doesn't like our little creative direction what we're doing. Well, screw you, StreamYard. We're trying to book something good.
Did you hear anything of what I just said?
Yeah, froze a little bit there, but go ahead, man. No, but you were talking about how women's matches should not be given single digits. Yeah, double digits does work because.
So long story short, it's like, well, I'll just recap it. It's like we'll cut it, to 8 minutes, then 6, then 4, then 2, then 90 seconds, and we're falling backwards instead of going forward because they do a lot more than they're given credit for. So 10 minutes is the minimum.
Yeah.
For a women's match.
10 minutes, yeah. Now let's say 8 minutes into this match, Sasha, kind of shows up, or she's at ringside.
Sasha's on commentary. Sasha's on commentary. Because they never go anywhere without each other, especially in the arena.
All right.
So there's that. Second thing we would do. Okay, so that takes care of that, and we're having Bailey go over.
Yes.
Frozen again. Okay, no, you were writing. Okay, sorry. I couldn't tell if you were frozen or if you were writing because you're just sitting there.
I'm writing. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's fine, but it's just you had your head down, and I was like, oh crap, it's the same position you frozen the last time.
Okay, sorry. I'll just keep this up.
No, you're fine. I just want to be sure. But yeah, Bailey would start, getting the better of Lacey Evans, of course. Actually, no, vice versa. Switch that. Scratch that. Reverse it. Lacey began.
I'm not taking notes on the movement of the match. I'm just like writing down the bullet points. Like, this is the match we have going down. Yeah.
I'm just saying it for those, watching while you're writing that down.
Right.
I'm going to go blow for blow. It's a nice back and forth for a good 8 minutes. The last 2 minutes of it, Lacey seems to be closing in on the victory. Sasha comes up and causes a distraction, whether it's to the ref or to, Lacey. Either way, roll up, tights, 1, 2, 3, done.
Yeah. And Sasha can mainly distract Lacey by, once she walks, like Lacey's like priming up for that women's right. And then Sasha just shows up, holding that title. Or she can climb up onto the ring and just stare at her, like having the title draped over the rope. And Lacey, of course, and of course is the moment where the face becomes an idiot and loses sight of Bailey.
Yeah. We have to put an end to that sooner or later, but it's too easy of a shtick not to use.
Yeah, it can be pulled. It's honestly at this point, it's kind of like a hidden ace. You keep revealing too much that people are going to catch on to your game or your shtick. So at this point, maybe just having that ace up the sleeve works. Maybe every 10 to 11 hands.
Yeah. Anyway, so that works.
All right, so
then after that
10-minute match, 10, 12, 11-minute match, that leads us into the last half hour of SmackDown.
Okay, then I would say to set up for next week's match or next week's whatever. It's like I would like to see like Alexa and Nikki Cross kind of sitting in the back, like in the locker room area, just kind of like not recapping everything, but recapping the two storylines that we kind of edited together, the Mandy thing and the Sonya thing.
Yes.
So it's like they each pick one. It's like, can you believe? It's like Alexa is hanging on to the Mandy thing. She goes, "Can you believe what Alexa did? What Mandy did to Otis? Like, can you believe that?" And then Sonya doesn't make it any better. She instigated the whole thing. And then Nikki's like, "Yeah, but can you believe what's going on with no? Oh shit.
So
no, they're talking about the same thing. Fuck. Oh yeah. So she's carrying on about the Mandy and Otis aspects. And Nikki's carrying on about the Fire and Desire aspect of it. So
okay, the team, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, I screwed myself up with that.
That's all right. I mean, look, it's
because what I would like to do is I would like to have it be like Alexa is favoring a little bit Otis in this, because she's had her own history with relationships. We can kind of lead into it, not bring it up specifically, but kind of like hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, that whole thing, and then just kind of push it a certain way.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That sounds good. All right. Moment of Bliss will be for next week then?
Yeah. Right. And the Moment of Bliss would be Fire and Desire trying to get answers for why things went down the way they did.
Gotcha. A Moment of Bliss next week, special guest, Fire and Desire.
Right. And they're obviously going to be on opposite ends of the fucking thing.
Yeah. Literally having Mandy sitting next to Alexa and Sonya sitting next to Nikki Cross.
Oh, switch that. Alexa is next to Sonya and Nikki is next to Mandy, because the added wrinkle to this is Alexa didn't like what Mandy did to Otis, and friggin' Nikki can't believe what Sonya did to Mandy.
All right.
So it's a whole... Without explaining it, it's more of kind of like contextual, like you can kind of see where the lines have been drawn, so to speak. So
yeah, it works. Okay. So that will be a teaser. Like after the match is over, commentators will just go next week. We'll have a few of these matches set up, or like Slater and Shorty G will try once again to see if they can gel by having a tag team match against the Usos, and then later, and then next week we're gonna have. Looks like the Otis and Mandy storyline is still. Looks like the Otis and Mandy love whatever, the love boat has now added another lifeboat to this with Sonya Deville as Fire and Desire, our special guest on next week's Moment of Bliss.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I would have said, looks like this love boat that Otis wants to bring Mandy onto has gained 3 more passengers, and because next week, on a special Moment of Bliss edition of Moment of Bliss, we'll have the Fire and Desires trying to see explain. Sonya's going to try and explain her actions, et cetera, something like that.
All right,
but yeah,
and that should take maybe like a couple minutes, leading us into our match.
Yeah, our last match.
Let me see. Wow. Can't really think of who we want to use. I mean, do we want to use Miz and Morrison? Or
give them a week.
All right. Give them a week off. Then let's see.
No. I would say for this last match, I would have King Corbin go against Bo Dallas. No. Curtis Axel.
They are still on that's right. They're still active competitors on SmackDown.
Right. Okay. So then what would happen is not only is Bo Dallas there as well, but Elias is like halfway through the match. They're going to round us out here.
I forgot about Elias.
Yeah. It's like hyper competitive, like going back and forth, like a great like battle between these two. You get a perfect plex, kick out, and then they're going back and forth still. Then just towards the closing moments of the match, It looks like Baron's about to set up for like the deep six or something, and then all you do is like guitar strum and just start playing. And then Elias walks out. He distracts him. He goes, "What are you doing here? You can't be here." He's shaking on the rope. Then he gets, by his own fault, he gets rolled up. 1, 2, 3, done.
All right. Corbin
blames that on fucking Elias.
All right, so it's Corbin versus Curtis Axel. Okay.
Yeah.
And then with Elias interrupting.
Also, another fun match we could have for Survivor Series if we want to plan this right. Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Who's the job? Which one of the jobber teams going to job?
Oh my God!
Who's the best of the worst? And the losing team has to split up. That would be funny.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So then that will be the last match. So then let's close out SmackDown with a segment then.
Sure. What's the segment we want to run?
Corbin and Curtis. I don't think like 15.
Yeah, it's not strong enough, but I want that to be the main event match.
Okay.
To give them a showcase, an exhibition, to kind of show what they can do, or show what Curtis can do.
All right, no problem.
Let's see. Who do we want to end this with? I mean, we really haven't heard from Roman Reigns except for the beginning of the show.
Yeah, we went this page respect to John Cena. So then this could be Roman Reigns coming out, actually not officially celebrating his championship. Right.
It's like, I've had enough of this. I was in NXT. I was in NXT before it was NXT. I was in FCW. I paid my dues. I paid my respects to those who came before me. Yeah, I had, words and a battle with, John Cena. I understand that. That's why I respect him. But you can't tell me that this is about anything more than trying to make a name for yourself. So how we do this? Next week, it'll be Matt Riddle, if you have the balls to show up.
Oh, we're bringing back Riddle. Okay.
Why don't you step in this ring with the big dog of this yard and see how long your flip-flops last? Throws the mic down, ends.
Right. Oh.
And that's not a bad promo if you're at, for like a 5.
Oh, I'm not complaining about that promo. No, that is good.
Because I have this, which means I have I was about to say the biggest collar, but that doesn't make any sense. So I'll just leave it.
All right, come on. Cut the promo. Matt Riddle teasing for a match next week.
Yep.
All right. And then next week for SmackDown, we can do something about the tag team division.
Yeah, and then we can have Riddle be like, listen, bro, I meant no disrespect to you. I understand what you did for people like me. I just don't care about John Cena anymore, man. And I'll tell you what, if you want to have this match, let's have it when it matters, on a pay-per-view. Okay? I'm not going to fight you for free on TV. Even if it is on Fox, looks down the camera. I don't care.
Oh, my God.
I fight when it matters, Kind of give him like this chill, but only fights when he really wants to.
Yes.
So.
All right. It sounds good. I figured SmackDown would be much shorter to book because, to be honest, they always like to do segment-heavy bits on SmackDown.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of went 50-50, so it kind of balanced itself out.
Yeah, it works perfectly. I mean, maybe next time we might do tip the balance. Maybe we may have a 60-40% of wrestling, and then the next time we'll be back to 50-50 on equal footing.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I want this to be a wrestling-heavy show. I mean, because friggin' Raw has an extra hour. They can play with segments all they want. So it works.
Yeah. But at the same time, we still want to highlight some of the talent that has good promo skills. I mean, Roman has been showing some improvement.
Right.
I mean, Sami Zayn clearly knows his character. He's locked down.
Yeah.
Clear with Otis and Mandy, we do like where this. We want to have we want a better road to where the story is going to go.
Right.
And of course, the Firefly Funhouse is an obvious top notch. But yeah, mainly just for a SmackDown after Mania, it would make sense how it's slightly less. It's wrestling light, just like Raw.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Yeah, I am good, honestly. And
All right. So, you want to head to Raw? Or you want to call this one an episode?
I'm gonna call this an episode because my head's been drooping down, honestly, man. I'm pretty sure people are gonna see that I'm nearly past. I'm I'm almost like I'm reaching the end of the gas. Like I know there's still enough gas in the tank though, but I don't want to all of a sudden drift off at the
You want to
field.
burn yourself out in one night. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll call this an episode. We can talk off air but when we can set this next one up, because I love doing this, especially with someone like you who's a big wrestling fan like I am. We want to plan this not perfectly, because there's no such thing as a perfect Raw or a perfect SmackDown, but to the best of our abilities. And I love the free form talk and the writers, the thing we have here. This works.
Yeah, it works.
All right, so that'll do it. This is week 1 in the books. Done.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about our booking? I mean, look, it's pretty clear. It was even obvious. Both of us had different opinions on certain wrestlers, different stances, but we wanted to book a very competent show that you all could follow, something that you guys could actually see on paper and not worry about, oh my God, where's this going to go? And just be intrigued. I know with Travis, we both have something. We definitely got something special planned for next week. And maybe
yes, we do.
Oh, what?
I was just agreeing with you. Oh, yes, we do. Oh, yeah. Yes, we do.
I mean, NXT, that might be a different beast because we're not going to touch on NXT UK or 205 Live because we barely see a match there. And to be honest, I love AEW, but I'm not going to touch that because they're still new and fresh.
Right. Yeah, there's no point to. So one thing, though, we did have a comment here. I want to show this before we go.
Yeah.
Because I unfortunately they're not here, but I do want to give them their props. Chris Kane ASMR says, I could see Mania at the PC with a crowd at least. The matches would be 5-star. It would have to be some Ring of Honor shit. I'm like, okay, man. Like I see what you're saying, but they don't have to be 5 stars. They just put on the best they can. That's all they have to do.
Because to be honest, I mean, I love the idea of a 5-star quality match, but someone who grew up during the time of the Monday Night Wars, trust me, when wrestling was mainly just like someone goes in, throws some punches and kicks, and then a finishing move and they're done, or a body slam. Trust me, I wasn't focusing on their technique or how they were able to slam, how they were able to do a jackhammer or do a connecting bridge to a German suplex or a Northern Lights suplex.
Right. It's very simple, and it's like when wrestling is good, the match ratings don't matter.
Yeah.
If the story's good, the storytelling is good, everything else works, it works. Period. But I do see your point, but it's just fun.
I'm pretty sure we can book a 5-star match, but we want to actually get that story there where maybe we can elevate to 6.5 stars.
Right. It's like a match on its own just being a 5-star for the sake of being a 5-star. That's cool and all, but I hate to say it this way because everyone's like, oh, match ratings matter. Fine, I get it. But it's like, what's the point of a 5-star match if there's no story behind it and there's nothing to be resolved? Some matches aren't a one and done, like, the Shinsuke AJ match we had before. That could have been a couple of times over. They could have leaned into some history. They could have done some things differently. That's fine. That happens. So I'm not too worried about it. But I just had an idea too. I just had another idea. But yeah. But that's it for us here. We will always go after your comments after we're done with our pitches and after we book shows. So if you have any comments, please feel free to write them. Even for this episode, we'll go over them at the beginning of next week's and see what we can do here.
I got the bullet points down. We can compare your comments and maybe see if your comment. I mean, we're not going to do the whole thing. We're going to deny your comments. We will definitely look at them because trust me, when it comes with wrestling, I think everyone has an opinion, whether it's good or bad. Honestly,
good, bad, or indifferent. Opinions are information, whether it's anything based on fact or emotion. And any information can help us make a better show for you guys to enjoy. That's what we want to do. So thank you guys for watching the first episode of the Writers. I'm gonna call this the Writers. It's the Writers Room, but for this, it's the Writers Ring, which I like a little bit better. So
it has a good ring to it, honestly.
hey.
That was not meant to be intended, but hey.
It works. It's fine. But yeah, so from all of us here at the Ryan Cross Project, I, of course, am your host, as usual, Travis Schaefer. And this is my guest, Ryan Payne. Ryan, where can people find you online, dude?
Well, you guys can look me up on Facebook, Instagram under my under my tag Ryan. You guys can just message me. You guys want to talk wrestling? Let's talk wrestling. I mean, it could be about anything. I mean, it could be about wrestling I'm not mostly aware of or unfamiliar with. And at the same time, if there are some people out there, I mean, because we're both wrestling fans, but right now myself, if anybody out there is a fan of like comic book movies or TV shows, right now what's being put down the pipeline, and Travis, I've mentioned this to him a few times, I'm going to put together a sort of podcast retrospective on the TV show Arrow. The show ended this past January. When it premiered, it opened the doors, the floodgates to a whole new programming we have never seen before. And trust me, that phenomenon, it was like lightning strike. It was like catching lightning in a bottle. Sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. But the fact was, it opened up a whole new door of programming for comic book material turned into TV shows. And I want to take a look at Arrow from its first season, and if it's successful enough, we're going to move on to season 2, then 3, and then if any people guest I bring on, we want to talk about the Flash, we'll talk about Flash, we'll talk about them all, but it's all about Arrow right now. Mm-hmm. So once I got it all set up and where I'm going to stream this, I will hopefully have this, like all of this locked down by the end of the month, or hell, by the next week.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Well, again, that'll do it for us here. So we will see you next time. Peace, guys.
And a good night, everybody.